What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RP Podcast, giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for. I'm your host, Plax. I'm here with my co-host, Rick. Rick, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. As you probably can tell, this is going to be the day after Christmas. No, 2 days after.
2 days after Christmas.
Yeah. So,
but it's the last episode of the year.
Yeah,
so it's our holiday.
it is our last episode of
2021.
2021.
We got something a little special for you guys. We're going to do a bit of a recap.
As you can see by the title of the video down
and then we're going to talk our usual bullshit.
We're going to get a feature-length podcast. 2 hours. 2 hours of your goddamn time. I hope you enjoy it.
Rick and I
hope you actually watch it, you motherfuckers.
Please watch the full 2 hours. Cause,
you don't have to watch the full 2 hours. You just watch it.
Watch it.
Well,
sorry.
Doing a lot.
Rick and I are looking a little silly. Rick looks fine. I look crazy right now with this dumbass sweater on. I bought a turtleneck a while ago because I'm a white boy at heart and I enjoy turtlenecks. But I don't have the shape for it.
And you waited really late to get an ugly sweater. We were supposed to wear ugly sweaters.
I did. We were supposed to wear ugly sweaters.
He said he couldn't find one.
So yeah, I fumbled the bag on that. So I had to wear this, and I
look
look
silly. Get a green screen.
I messaged you about that.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Hopefully next month, maybe. We'll see. But I got this on. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Jingle bell.
It's very comfortable though. I just don't look right in the shit. We're gonna call this holiday special just because it's a mixture of New Year's and Christmas. And for those who don't celebrate Christmas, our buddies that don't celebrate pagan holidays.
If you like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
yep.
You already know what it is. Never celebrated, but always appreciated.
I was gonna say Wakanda forever because I'm a dickhead. I'm sorry. Don't do it. So, Rick, what we got going on today, man?
We got a lot of stuff going on, but I think the first thing we're going to talk about is, like the episode says, it's a year recap, really.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to go over some of our favorite things that we did over the year, over 2021.
And if I'm not being a lazy bitch, I will throw the clips in there
hilarious.
as well.
I will say this, right? I did expect 2021 to be 2020 part 2, but I will say it was a lot more relaxed, even though by this point you obviously know that the Omicron variant is in the world. So
packing people up.
It is putting a lot of people away. I know how some people feel about vaccines. I know, but I just tell you, everybody loves statistics. They always love throwing that stuff out. Feel free to check the statistics on unvaccinated people and vaccinated people who are catching this variant. The unvaccinated people are having a tougher time recovering from this variant, and the vaccinated people are pretty much in most circumstances recovering as if it is the common cold. So if that's not enough to sell you on it, I don't know what is. I don't know. You don't got to believe me. I ain't coming at you with a needle. But just keep it in mind. Everybody loves being around in the world.
That's
so
true.
Whatever you can do to stick around.
Don't want to be packed up.
Yeah.
My viewpoint on it is not the hugest fan of the government and giving me shit. But at the same time, I have a lot of plans and things that I want to do. So I'm going to have to take it regardless. That's my viewpoint on it. So
all I can say is that that COVID in itself has affected a lot of our friends and family. Like we personally know people who have had it,
a handful of people,
and haven't had the best time with it. So just keep that in mind. It's not fake. This is
the disease is real.
The disease is very real. And just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that's talking about the COVID is fake at this point is just tweaking. But as far as I think people's issue, I hope not. I really hope not. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that thinks that. I think the biggest issue is the vaccine and how quickly the vaccine was distributed and how much the government is pushing it. And I think people of color and some white people possibly feel like it's a setup or something like that, which is greatly understandable.
It is,
but I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
You gotta do like it is what it is.
And this is the last thing I'll say on it before we move on to our topics and whatnot. Is everybody used to say the government takes so long to do stuff, and knowing that they can do it faster.
And this is the
but
first
then when
time,
they do it faster, people was like, it's a setup.
And that's why the government hates niggas.
It's like, damn, we can't do nothing for y'all. It was like, bro, we moving too slow or we moving too fast. It's like, bro, what do you want us to do?
That is very true. I will say.
And then they'd be like, all right, we're gonna let y'all watch the process of the vaccine being made, and they're gonna be like, I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah,
and like, so what is gonna change from
because if a nigga is putting something bad in it, you're not gonna know if they're putting something bad in it because you don't know what chemicals is and all that shit. Or somebody will put something that's labeled a certain thing, because sometimes certain shit gets into vaccines and just different stuff. You know how like you read the back of your cereal box and you be like, poison. But sometimes shit like that goes into products to make
methadone.
You're like, oh.
And Captain Crunch.
Huh?
You got the magnifying glass.
Yeah, but you being spazzed out, and it's the thing is supposed to be in there in order for it to work. Yeah. Fuck, Steve. Damn.
I kind of blew out the mic at that point.
I probably did. I've been. We gonna get to the topics. This is just something I just want to throw in there real quick. I have been losing my shit. Like, I've been spelling shit wrong, and I'm acknowledging that I'm spelling it wrong or doing it wrong or saying it wrong, but it still bothers me that I'm doing it, and I'm like, okay, what's happening right now? I'm slowly deteriorating, I feel like, but on to our topics. So, Rick.
Yes.
What was your favorite episode of the year this year? For a favorite episode of the RP podcast this year.
This year, well, we started this
year. We don't have any more episodes.
Yeah, if you go past 2021, then this didn't exist.
So, what's your favorite episode so far of the RP podcast?
If we're talking about just regular episode, I would have to say my favorite episode would be Dirty 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
We play Uno.
Yeah, we play Uno. We have Morrow here with us.
We did have Morrow.
We talk shit to each other.
Second returning guest.
It was our only guest that's been here more than once.
Yep.
And it was just a good time. And that was my first time actually challenging myself with the editing stuff. And I think I did a pretty decent job.
You did really well. You had it synced.
And since then, I've been going a little crazy. Check out all the 30s. Check them all out. I've been going a little crazy.
Spectacular R&P.
Oh my god, that's my favorite intro ever. The Spectacular R&P is my favorite intro ever. Shit can get wicked. So far.
It's about to get wicked.
It's about to get wicked.
Stupid.
If you've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, definitely check out that episode. We gave our theories and all that stuff and talked about the movie and all that. But Dirty 30 is definitely my favorite. I also quite literally showed my ass.
You did. You did.
It hasn't got flagged yet.
You was selling exuberant amount of crack.
Yeah, I was definitely selling crack.
That was a little
for crazy. Anybody that's being weird or creepy out there, check out Dirty 30. If you want to see my ass
if you want to see Steve's ass, that is the episode for you. You will not. Well, I guess you would be. You could potentially be not and disappointed at the same time. I guess.
Well, yeah. If you're searching for it, then you won't be disappointed. If you're not, you gonna be highly upset and you might unsubscribe or unfollow or whatever.
Or whatever.
But anybody listening, just listen on Spotify or Apple Music. You won't see anything. Yeah. You'll just hear the reactions of Morrow and Rick. Yeah, but
he was crazy. Like, it was almost at the back of your knees, man.
No, that's not at the back of my.
I'm not talking about your ass. I'm talking about your pants.
My pants.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
It was a lot of crack.
Because I thought, because when I stood up, I felt the breeze, and I was like,
hike it up real quick.
Yeah, I was like, but as I'm walking away, I'm like, oh shit. But see, the movement made me feel the breeze. That's what it was. The movement made me feel the breeze. I might even throw the clip up here just for extra effect.
You never checked is the computer still recording?
I sure hope so. We'll see.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, yes, yeah. That's my.
You might as well be a bro.
My fault.
My man's is on the corner selling crack.
Listen.
I'm not sure if y'all can see from how he got up. I think y'all could. He was selling crack. He was selling crack, man.
Bro.
I just looked at name.
I was like,
You know what's funny? Hold on. You know what's funny? Wait. So when I got up, I didn't feel the breeze initially. I walked and I felt it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I go to how you see me go to pull up, and I'm like, nobody. And I'm thinking nobody saw that. I should be good. Or I thought maybe at least my shirt was covering it, maybe, and it was not. I was definitely wrong. And all I hear is, "Oh!" from there.
You was assed out.
I was definitely ass out in Dirty 30. But besides that, it was a quite delightful episode. We played Uno. We're gonna do more stuff like that in the future. We just plotting it out. Yeah, that Dirty. Me and Rick agree. Dirty 30 is my favorite episode and his. Is there any honorable mentions in there?
Gravity Kid, Teleportation Man, and Fast Food.
Bitch, you know it's me. It's King V.A.D. And I made this beat. Y'all ain't even there. I love fucking hoes. They just come and go. She said that she likes. I said adios.
Now I just try to be more diverse because music is more than just politics. Music is just more than parties.
music is everything.
Music is more than land. Music is everything. So I'm trying to just create what I'm feeling in the moment.
When I'm working, because I don't, like I said, I'm just driving around all day. So I work in a factory or like in the building. So I gotta scavenge for my food, bro.
You gotta eat when you can, corner store somewhere.
You don't open the glove compartment and there's just a bag of chips and water in there for you.
You gotta sub, you gotta stick something in there.
That'd be a whole sub in the glove. That would be crazy.
Got the bag in there too.
That would be it. Come with compartments.
Right.
What if you don't open it? That's so nasty.
Oh, what did we forget? Some shit was swallowing steak. Steak and cheese, bro. Now, would you be a hero, a villain, or an anti-hero?
I'll be anti-hero.
Okay.
I want to say hero or villain because one, I wouldn't feel like, especially if there's superpowers for real, right? And everybody got superpowers.
Mm-hmm. Or majority of people. We won't say everybody.
Not everybody, a majority. Yeah. You got some people who do, you got some people who don't. I feel like some battles I just want to fight because one, it's not my business. Two,
I'm gonna piggyback on that one. Yeah, go ahead. He's right there. That's facts.
I would use my powers for
This
me.
man's got whole abilities. This is just not me.
Now, if it's like a life threatening, like, okay, like, if like somebody, it's like an evil ass nigga and he trying to defeat the whole entire world, yeah, I'll step in.
Okay.
We gotta justice nigga.
You gotta do. I'm not down there. I want to die. I'm not
if Chicago was on the line, like this man was about to destroy all of Chicago. Even though you could be in Chicago in a split second, you just like.
They're like, where's teleportation, man? He walked in.
I'm walking in after everything happened, like, yo, what the fuck would you like? Like, I'll give you something, bro.
Right, you got food and shit. Like, bro, I don't know, bro.
There's that strong man over there. What you trying to be me for, bro? He already live in Chicago. He's seen everything
motherfucker
like, I'm in Buffalo. I'm not hearing about this,
man. We're waiting for teleportation man to show up and save the day, but he just never came.
He had the Alpha Tower, eating some pizza.
Like, you like, damn. You like, bro, I didn't even have my phone on me. That's crazy.
Well, we called you. We called your mom. Hey, I didn't have my phone.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I ain't got telekinesis. I got teleportation.
Right, yeah.
Thank you for everybody listening to the R&B podcast. Really appreciate Bob for coming out and chopping us.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
We cut out the last outro, so this is the outro, so this is why we're laughing.
There's gonna be laughing.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's a classic. I feel like that's an R&B classic right now.
That was a really good one.
Down Bad Plax is a
Down Bad Plax was a good one.
Yeah, that's
too.
a personal favorite. And Good old episode 1 because it started. Good old episode 1. It might be cringy, but
we didn't do our best.
We did not do our best. And like I said, the intro didn't exist yet.
It didn't.
The intro did not exist until like episode 4 or something like that, or the outro. To be honest, I don't think we started doing the outro till like episode 7 or something like that.
Even now we're still forgetting this episode 39. Like we don't tell people anything.
Oh my god, yeah, it is episode 39, the final episode of the year. Yeah. And we're
We
starting
said that
2022
with 40.
with 40
On an even number.
So that's
it's almost as if we timed it like that, you know?
We did not. We definitely did not. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, Rick, you know, we started 2022 episode 40.
I wanted the people to think we were a little bit more sophisticated.
No, we did not plan it. That's just how it just fell out because we goated and it was things work out that way. Next one, Rick. Who was your favorite guest? Not interview.
Not
just
interviews.
Guest. Yeah.
Well, we haven't had a lot of just guests. It's between Dave, Mauro, King Vod, and Michaela. Oh, Incense, yeah.
Damn.
That's it.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. You said interviews. That what between.
You want to mix them? Just mix them then?
Yeah, I'd mix them because I feel like our guests.
Damn, we gotta get our guests up. Yeah, we never there. Wow, all right. Shit.
Well, no one wants to just chop it up for an hour about nut.
Yeah. We'll find somebody. I got a list right here.
Hilarious, yeah.
We were supposed to have somebody too, but we were supposed to have 2 people, but they wasn't able to show up. So, excuse me, that was disgusting. Wow, that's nasty. I just had spaghetti. Chill out, y'all. Like, I don't see you, fat bitch. Like, just chill out. Like,
damn, my nigga. Did you have to eat before the episode?
I did. I hadn't eaten all day.
You know you gonna eat after the episode, so you gonna eat before the episode? You damn near gonna eat during this bitch, too.
Fuck it. Nah, I'm just playing. For a fat person, to be as fat as I am, I don't really eat much. That's the crazy part.
That's a lack of exercise.
Yeah, I think that's all.
And bad nutritional intake.
Yeah.
You don't eat a lot, but you eat bad or whatever it is.
Yeah, I eat burgers frequently.
Hey, burgers, fries, and they make thighs. Burgers, fries, they make thighs.
Are you saying I'm thick, Rick?
I'm just saying that's the nutritional song.
Is that that's really a song?
That I made in my head, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a hit. Rick.
Burgers and fries make thighs.
You work for a nutrition company. That's your side.
Eat your water and veggies. Eat your water and veggies. Eat your water and veggies. Thick eyes. Whoa. It's burgers and fries.
And then it's me and then a nigga that's skinnier that look like me. And when I turn into the skinnier version of me.
Veggie and water make you hotter. Burgers and fries gives you thighs. And then it's Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. That was a random callback in my memory.
That's a fucking throwback.
You can play that little theme right there.
Yeah, speaking of I gotta break it down. Speaking of throwbacks, they posted a picture of a show that was out in like the early 2000s.
Was it Bear in the House or
No, not that one. Not that too, but it was a show called Tania. It was about a Spanish girl.
Oh yeah, you said I'd never seen that show.
Me and my dad used to watch that religiously, and I was a little ass guy. I had to be like 3, 4, 5.
I had no idea why.
I didn't know what it was about. I just enjoyed the show. Like, if you asked me what the plot was right now, I couldn't tell you.
You had no idea.
I just remember me and my dad watching that show all the time, and I was like 3, 4, 5 years old.
That's like me and the Little Romeo show. I had no idea what that
show
was about.
You don't remember Romeo?
Well, I remember it, but I have no idea what it was about.
He didn't really have... It wasn't really...
It was him and Master P just doing shit,
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't about anything. Damn, it didn't have
a
a plot. It wasn't about anything.
Because the only show like that I can remember that had plot was Just Jordan.
Just Jordan. He had because
he was trying to get rich.
Yeah,
he was trying to get money. His sister had the big old puffballs, and she would like. I don't think they had like that sibling rivalry, but she would like low key snitch on him sometimes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm drawing up. I didn't watch Just Jordan like that. I watched it. No, I watched it, but not extensively. Not extensively. I did check it out.
There was Life with Derek.
That was kind of, as an adult looking back, that show was a little shaky, bro.
What do you mean, not good?
That was some step sibling shit, and I don't
no, because they never like liked each other. No. It was just he was a dickhead, And they were like
but
coming together as a family.
Sometimes
it was a little like suspicious.
Yeah, sometimes like she'll look at him a certain. Maybe just the actors how they would do it. When you look back, like I've seen a TikTok about it, and then it was a YouTube video about it. And it was like explaining how.
I gotta see that.
They're step siblings, so like if they were to, it's not crazy, but it's crazy.
It's still bad.
No, it's bad, but it's like at least they not related, I guess. But it's still like
pretty terrible.
Y'all niggas
is in the same household.
Yeah, and y'all go to the same school, and it's just.
And I think they had one combined sibling, like one sibling.
No, did they?
I think towards the end of the show, I think the mom.
Towards the end, I think so. Yeah.
So at that point, the bloodlines are connected. That's it right there.
Yeah, that was my issue, but it was a Canadian show.
It was Canadian.
It was a Canadian show that got transferred over to here.
Oh, but it didn't start out like that. That show didn't take place in Canada.
I don't think so.
Like because there's a lot of shows that are Canadian in origin, but like Totally Spies,
here,
Total Drama Island.
Those are based in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really? There's a lot of cartoons.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Martin's Mysteries, like that whole like style.
Oh, those are Canadian type shows.
Yeah,
okay,
I can look up some more. That's a good topic.
That is a good topic.
We can save that for the other half.
All right, yeah, I'll put that down. Shows. Canadian.
Yeah, we say that for hour 2.
Got you. Because we tried getting off topic and it's still hour 1. So
that's how we
do here at the R&B podcast. Okay, so favorite guest interview. It doesn't really matter which one because we don't have a lot.
I don't know. That's a little tough.
We got to up our guests for next year. That's a goal for 2022. I want a couple more guests. Because I thought we had more in my head.
I feel like we had like, I guess if we're talking about just if we're not talking about just people on for an episode, we don't have a lot of those.
Yeah, I mean, just
we were
guests,
doing interviews like back to back.
Yeah, we did a lot of interviews. I meant more so like just somebody that's up here chopping it up with us.
I don't know. We had a lot of interviews and a lot of guests. Well, no, we had a lot of interviews and some guests. And I feel like they each kind of brought their own thing to.
They did. And I enjoyed every single one of them.
Like, shout out KP.
First, I want to talk to you real quick about your hit song, Britney. So, that joint came out, and it seemed like you just popped off from there. Did you expect that to happen, or was like that just like a one-off thing, or was that set up for that to pop off?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I hate that song.
So speaking of songs and shit, you did a song with YB in the Mirror called Thankful. You not feeling that one either?
Nah, it's like I'm gonna spill the beans. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh shit! Okay.
R&B podcast.
I'm a little tentative to keep going because I don't know.
No, this is exactly what we wanted. We asked you questions, we gave you answers. We wanted.
Yeah, that's a fact. Early too. Early in your career, not maybe a couple years ago, you opened for Rich the Kid. Now you got a story about Rich the Kid.
I do actually.
Yo, R&B podcast, we do one interview, we get all the songs. That's crazy.
Nobody really do no research, and they don't be asking the good questions.
We had to come in with the good questions.
I ain't gonna.
Speaking of the squad and stuff like that, we know you with SMG, like them your boys and stuff like that. Do you guys got anything like group-wise planned, or y'all just rolling and shit?
I was just talking to the homies. I said, cause I'm dropping my take.
Might have not been our best episode, but that was our first one. So
visually not our best. No.
Unfortunately, he got kind of like the prototype test run of everything. He didn't get like kind of like the full.
That was our first time. That was our first time with the table too, right?
No. That was our first time having to set the camera up on the side.
Right, because we were used to us too, right? And that was technically our first visual episode too.
So he had the bad angle. Yeah. He had the choppy camera.
Well, most of the interviews had the bad angle.
Yeah, but
besides maybe Wade.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, we got y'all in the future.
If you want to run it back, we'll make it better.
Anybody that want to run it back, we'll run it back with you.
But I don't know. Yeah, he kind of got the prototype of everything. We really appreciate him being on here.
Because he opened up the floodgates. Yeah. Huge shout out to
Busy B got the good angle too.
He did, yeah, Busy did.
That was a good interview also.
Was that our last interview? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Busy got a good interview.
Yeah, that was a good interview.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that. He just chopped it up with us really, and he gave us some good insiders, and he's been around places, so he got us some good stories. That was a good one. And Flex God
was great. Yeah, he gave a lot of good insight on just the business aspect.
His video.
His video.
I think I'm going to have to go Flex God because that video story was just hilarious. Just the fact
about,
that dude really got beat. No, the dude who
the dude that really got
beat up. Yeah, who really got beat up in slow motion. And like he just had to take a break. Which is why you never see him for the rest of the video. That's funny. Yeah. That's a funny.
And Flex Guy gave good insight on just how he does business and stuff like that he didn't have to give everybody. Yeah. So that's very appreciated.
Turn the beat up, turn the bass up, turn the love up, turn the faith up.
That's the only.
More life. What's good? Flex God here.
That's gonna go in there.
With Plax and goddamn Rick, but we ain't talking Morty. You heard? Gang.
You're my bad habit, made me feel like I'm out of control and I can't.
You did a song with Vocals.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know Vocals?
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I know who he is from the American Idol stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Was that before or after American Idol? Was that before that or?
It was before. So I can tell you the story about that whole
thing. Shit.
Oh, so it was before, but I can tell y'all the story about how he got on American Idol.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
We gained like a crowd of like 30 people. Fucking UPD
they
had
the
to
shit
come.
out of the one dude in the middle.
Dude, that was real.
They actually.
That was real.
Wait, oh my god.
Actually fighting, and so dude actually like did that slam, but he slammed him incorrectly. So that's why he's not in any of the other scenes.
Because he was hurt. That's crazy.
What? What am I hearing right now? That's crazy. That's
royalty chat. Yeah, real royalty chat. Shout out to her. She was dope. It was her event. Flex Guy was one of the artists. A lot of artists there. It was a dope. It was just a nice time. And during my boy's performance, we talked about this on the podcast. Yeah, the man climbed up on the roof of one of the buildings inside of the Johnny B. Wiley Stadium. And I thought that was just fucking amazing. I was like, this nigga's the GOAT. Because he had on loafers, it was slippery.
What I'm saying?
I was like, this nigga's the GOAT. Performance of the year, fucking
Next thing you know, these joints start going crazy, bro. Blueface tries to take the video.
I remember that, yeah. I remember Blueface.
What happened?
Blueface did sell his idea. I gotta go Morrow because he been here twice.
That's fair.
Close second vibe.
Okay.
Because of the impact of what episode 26 was. Like, just that created a whole story that me and Rick might even, jot down. You guys might see a visual version of that at some point. Who knows?
Some little short.
Yeah, a little short something. We don't know. We're still talking about it, but that opened up a whole different door. And then Morrow, he was on Dirty 30 with us, which is our favorite episode, and he was also one of our very first guests. Period. Mm-hmm. So he was supposed to be our very first guest in general,
yeah,
but we had to scrap the original
because of audio
due to some audio issues. Bad communication on everybody's part, but we figured it out.
Everybody. I have no.
Not
say.
Rick. I
have no saying nothing. I would have been like,
and I didn't even realize until I got it. And I'm like, that sounds terrible. No, but I might have to go with Morrow as far as just, I guess, longevity, because he was on 2 episodes.
Yeah, you can count on it. Put your house on it. Up and down on it.
If we wanting that shit, like sometimes I be like, bro, I need that, whatever that is. I want it,
whatever that is.
Yeah.
Sir,
like,
sir.
Give me that Reggie Miller jersey.
But sir, your finance.
Give me that Reggie
But you already owe 2,000.
give me that, man.
Oh wow.
Oh, Jay Aquarius is calling me. I'm gonna answer it. Why not?
Is it gonna work on the mic?
Hello? Hello? I'm shooting a pod right now, Jay. What's up? You on the pod right now?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, you on the podcast right now.
Hey, how's it going? Hey.
Merle here too. So
Yo, what's good?
Oh shit. Oh, I was gonna talk business, but shit. I'll shit. Well, I'm saying
Alright, I'll talk to you later, bro. I'll call you, like, when I get home, I'll call you. When I get home later, I'll call you. Alright, bet. That was Jay Aquarius, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, give it up for Jay Aquarius. Yeah, throw it on there.
Catching up when I've been on it. Step up to the mic, just point them out, you know it's over.
Bro, I still got that thing from earlier.
Oh, that stuff from earlier.
That thing. Oh shit.
Damn.
You alright, Brody? We did a cut and everything to get your composure, and you over there sending it to
Staying in
the
there.
limit.
This is definitely staying in there.
You sending it to the limit.
My fault. That was my powers. They just kicked
Oh,
it. Yeah, bro.
You can count on it.
As far as just straight up interview, might have to go busy. You and your boys, OTB, y'all seem like a tight knit group. Y'all seem like family. How did OTB, like as a music group, come together?
It came about. I wouldn't say we're really a group either. It's more like a. I would say more like a label. We're like we're just brothers. Just all got the same goals.
Y'all be traveling as a group and everything like that. Like, what's your wildest story on, like, you know, going out and about? Or is it like,
I mean, there's a lot. Like,
Just wanna fuck me 'cause I'm the bitch, I'm a pop star. I've been living clean, I ain't sipping on a walk.
just the whole Miami though. Miami was like lit, just completely lit.
You talked briefly about some of your projects, but you've been going crazy for the past couple of years. Like, you dropped Love Is Pain, you dropped Versatile, which I thought was crazy. You dropped a few singles, Keep It Real, Different Velocities, Energy, like you said. And you said, I seen you post and you said it briefly, October, Love Is Pain 2 is coming out in October.
Yep, absolutely.
I just wanted to ask real quick. A lot of, you don't do it a lot, but some of your songs, like,
fireworks.
Fireworks, definitely.
Fireworks. You heard the little sizzle.
You heard the sizzle at the
If I
end.
didn't hear the sizzle at the end, I would have been like
live on the Iron P podcast.
smoking on that op pack.
Nigga just got bopped up. What talking about?
Can't share that. Like,
It's out there. If you walk by my house, you see a nigga got bopped. It is what it is.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Whoever it was.
It was.
But man, we want to thank you so much for coming.
I want to thank y'all for having me, for real.
Thank you so much.
You know,
First off, because we've been waiting so long to do this.
Yeah. We felt kind of bad.
Yeah, we did. Me and Rick, no cap, we legit was talking. We was like, bro, we gotta get busy on the show.
We gotta
feel bad though.
He was like, man. He was like, yeah, we gotta get busy on the show. The man been waiting for months. Like,
it was just like, because, you know, we're new to this. We're, not even 30 episodes in if you count regular episodes.
If you count
interviews.
Yeah.
And so we were just like, everybody was kind of like hitting us around the same time, and we were just trying to go off of his
Schedule,
schedule,
right? Yeah,
my
schedule.
schedule, your schedule, and it was just like, how do we
Rick
make this
got
happen?
school and stuff like that. I got my daughters. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm glad we was able
I feel
to
like
get
this
this
crossover was what they expected.
Oh,
They
yeah.
needed.
This is definitely fire.
Minus boys getting bopped.
Yeah, somebody did get bopped in my neighborhood. But if y'all keep running my stuff up, I can move someplace nicer. Let's go.
That's the goal.
That's the
Ain't got no bird, I got the Uzi. Gotta keep it on me, cause I know they wanna do me. If you
Okay.
might have to go busy, but KP get the nod just because he was our first.
Off of just being number one.
just being number one and opening that door for us that we didn't expect to be open to begin with. We thought it was
we just gonna do the one interview,
Yeah.
and then people just was like
hitting us up about it. So we really appreciate him for that. But besides that, I gotta go busy as far as just straight up interviews and then guests.
But shout out to all of our guests. Shout out our guests and our interview. Shout out to like we said, KP,
Incense,
yeah,
Tomorrow, King Bod, Busy B Love, Wave Williams. I'm shooting a video for Wave Williams actually.
Oh, you are?
That'll be coming out sometime.
That was a good interview too.
Yeah,
we talked about
a lot
some
of
spiritual. Deep
that was our
stuff there.
longest episode too.
It was.
I need me some cake for my birthday. This shit moist. Do like my shit every Thursday, one with the earthquake.
Press the Poet, top 5.
We're gonna talk more about Press later on too. I
Got you.
I got him more here.
How you feel about Air King? Yeah. Sorry. Shout out
Shout out my boy Air King, man. I haven't even talked to Air King in a minute. He took a little hiatus for real. But
you've been shouting him out.
Yeah, I've been shouting him out, but I haven't really gotten a chance to like sit and talk to him in a while. Hopefully we get him on the show eventually.
A little artist hiatus and sit in the lab in the
he might honestly that's scary because he might come out with some real super crazy shit.
You just been sitting at home
just wilding out, just creating new shit. Yeah. Shout out my boy.
Wake up.
I already know when he got it.
Yeah, I already know. He did. I think he went live on Instagram for a minute, for like 15 minutes, and motherfucker was like, "Oh, bro, what's good?"
We ain't heard from you.
We ain't heard from you. And he didn't even show his face.
We ain't seen no beats from you.
He didn't even show his face. He just was making beats. That was it. I said, "This nigga's a problem. He about to go crazy."
Boys was out there like, where the beats at?
For real.
Where the beats?
So you're saying basically, you're only wrong in a situation where you feel like you're wrong. So like if somebody like,
well, he's saying there is no wrong because
you're saying there's no wrong.
It's just exists.
It just is. It just is.
Okay.
If it happens, it happens. It's not right or wrong unless you put a right and wrong to it. Is it right or wrong for you? You can't say, "Oh, this isn't right for you," because you're thinking about it from a perspective of yourself. It's not right for me.
But it can be right for the next person, though, right?
Exactly.
So
who? So their objective truth is, it just is.
I guess.
We have all opportunity to have this whole street just apple trees, orange trees, lemon trees. Why don't we? Capitalism? No.
Just a general. Just. Oh, Out West Records are
Out West
our most viewed video.
Yeah, Out West is like. I can't even really speak on that interview because it just felt super professional.
Yeah.
So I just felt like that wasn't really us. Like
Yeah,
not us. Like it wasn't for us. I just felt like some other people conducted that interview. Like,
Yeah, because it was like a TV interview. It came off. Yeah, that's true.
And I just
when most of our interviews are more
and I was
relaxed.
like, who are you? Who are
It
you?
was-
talking?
yeah, it was
Why do you
good.
look like me?
Send that shit, nigga. Fuck what they talking about. Told him check the score. Cause all my niggas ballin' now. If you disrespect, then we gon' talk 'em out. It's out west, nigga. Fuck.
Is there any like marketing advice that y'all would like to give out to other artists?
So, yeah, as long as you keep forcing that shit down people's throats, pause.
The right way, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I mean, it's definitely, they gonna have no choice but to swallow, you know what I'm saying?
get either this shit. Cause when it come down to these bars, they know I run shit, I'm Lamar. I got out.
Everybody working on their own time. You know what I'm saying? We never not working.
So you always doing something.
Yeah.
And that's how you stay ahead.
What's up, all local artists? You do the R&P podcast. You feel me?
You heard it here. John above everything. He's above everything, so you gotta listen to him.
It's been another R&P podcast interview. We appreciate everybody who tuned in to listen. We're either watching on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. We all on all of them.
Shout out to Rick for getting us on. Oh yeah, did we make the Apple
No, we
Music?
did it, but it's fine.
Now we on Apple Music.
Ain't no mercy in these streets. We ain't rehearsing for these beats. We the Out West niggas that be serving on
Peace, love, prosperity.
Half of y'all niggas ended up dead. We won the war, so most of my niggas.
We did do. That was our best, I guess, well put together.
Yeah, that was a
video.
whole different setup.
It was a whole different setup. Next time we have more than one guest, we probably gonna bring the couch back out too. I might even just buy a specific nice couch and get rid of that one and just use that for interviews and shit. Yeah. So I'll go Morrow and Busy and KP, because number one. So that skips my next question because we merged them together.
Yeah, well, we merged them because you realized we only have 3 guests.
So this might be a little tough, but to think of off top. But what's your favorite quote from the R&P podcast? Something that we've said that you can remember.
Fuck Putin. Other countries have free healthcare.
Yes, they do. Other countries also have free healthcare, which seems simple when you think about it, because it seems like every other country has free healthcare.
Other
also
countries take care of veterans.
Also, America has millions of abandoned homes and millions of homeless people. Yeah. This is not a politics podcast, people. We just vent a little bit as American citizens. Say it again, Rick.
America's just garbage, but it's also great that America lets you say America's garbage. So I guess you eat the cost. That is true.
You take it's give and take.
Shout out Putin.
Whoa.
Shout out Putin. I can say that. Shout out Putin. You can't do shit
You
about
can't
it.
say that. You can't
Fuck
say
Russia.
That. But Rick, if this blows, he gonna catch you lacking on the back end. So
only thing that's gonna catch. Nah, never mind.
And now we've lost Russia as a place to post.
That's why they gonna vibe with it, because I just said fuck Putin. They gonna be like, yeah.
Niggas gonna be like, yeah, like lowly, like yeah, nigga, yeah, Rick, say that.
Get
shit.
that nigga the fuck out of here. Yeah,
they gonna be whispering, yeah, Rick, say it.
In Mother Russia, we also say fuck Putin. That's exactly how they about to get down.
Fuck Putin. That's a classic. Fuck Putin is a classic.
I don't know where I was at.
Fuck Putin is a classic. That's episode. Was that 2?
Yeah, that was.
Oh my god, you was put in the beginning. Yeah. Rick was not pulling no punches. I feel like you more chill now, but back when we first started, you was throwing haymakers off rip, and I used to just be like, "Oh, Rick, we probably shouldn't say that on the internet."
If you have any answers to these questions, feel free to throw them in the comments. Like if you have a different favorite episode than us, if you have a different favorite guest / interviewee, if you have a favorite quote from us, because we don't remember all of our quotes.
Yeah, we don't remember all of our quotes.
Maybe some
people say shit to me that I forgot
you said, yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy! Yeah. I can't believe I said that. That's crazy." I think it's not necessarily a quote, but it's more of a conversation. I'd say like the fucking alien joint. Yeah, I need to like dig deep into their customs of shit like that, and then.
But like, what if like back shots were disrespectful?
I guess it'd be kinkier for them if you did it.
No, because if they're disrespectful, then what if you try to do it and then now you've offended this alien woman?
Well, I mean, you can't just go straight to back. You gotta ask. You gonna find out what's cool and what's not. You can't just be like, oh, bend over, like you can't do that. You gotta conversate a little bit. You can't just go crazy like that.
Little bit heads up, be like, hey, like real quick.
Imagine they never did back shots before, like that, just like in their culture, just never happened. They never thought to do it like that.
Showed it to him.
She like, oh, this nigga, these Earth niggas crazy. You like, yeah, little shorty. That conversation was just so fucking.
I forgot we had that conversation. What were we talking about?
We were talking about aliens existing because they had just came out with Forbes and NBC had just came out with the aliens existed and we was in contact.
Hasn't been brought up since.
Has not been brought up since. They act like it never happened.
So I think we were right.
We did mention that. We did kind of get into that they probably won't mention it again. They didn't. But we started getting into what would life be like if the aliens were like among us on a regular. And then I asked, would you fuck with an alien woman? And you were like, what did you say? Damn, what did you say? You was like, you know, I would try if I was single. Yeah, I guess I would try it out, but you got to understand the anatomy.
Yeah, because what if you was doing something to them that was disrespectful to them? Or even if they never done before. And
then I was like, she like, damn, these Earth niggas different. I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna throw that clip. Go play. Really quick.
Not the Earth niggas.
I was like, damn, Earth niggas different. Yeah. And then another thing too, you don't know if she got like fire inside of her, no crazy shit like melt. That. You could be.
Start seeing.
I think that one and Jamaican Barry Allen.
Yeah,
that's a classic.
I don't even really remember where we came to that conclusion.
Black
Batman, and I was like,
this is all black people. Just mad black people.
DC would not get away with that. Their fans would be like, oh, excuse me, sorry, but there's no way the Flash could be black.
Actually, Flash being black makes more sense.
All right, let's not do this. Just because he's
Flash being black makes more sense.
There has been kid Flashes that turned Flash, but we're not doing this right now. So let's not do that.
Usain Bolt not Flash, bro. Imagine a Jamaican Barry Allen.
All right, we're not.
Yes.
No. They killed me mother.
In the Bedlands, man. In the Bedlands.
Bubble clot lightning. Bubble clot lightning got me running fast.
I made a comment along the lines of Flash what if Barry be black technically.
And I was like, because what if is Barry's speed capped out by his base speed?
Right, and what if there was a black Flash?
Or maybe I think we said black Flash, but basically, what if there was someone who was inherently faster than Barry,
and then I
but
say
they get struck by the
Bolt
Speed Force
with the Speed Force,
like
and
Usain Bolt,
Barry Allen came out.
Run the Barry, run!
Bum the clock lightning! Bum the clock lightning!
Run, Barry, run! Bumper clock, run, Barry! Bumper clock lightning!
Oh my god, yeah, that's those, and I'm sure we got a whole bunch more. If you got anything specific that you've heard us say that we not remembering off top,
and probably something from the Mr. Nubby episode.
Oh, Mr. Nubby, Mr. Nubby.
That's a good episode pick too. If you're doing Dirty 30, I'll go Mr. Nubby.
Okay, because Mr. Nubby is an R&P classic. Yeah, I think that'll forever be just an R&P classic. We even got a little bit of an update on our school regarding that we'll talk about in the second hour.
You don't have that in the second hour. You do?
Oh wait, did I not write it?
No, you didn't write that. I didn't
write it. Yeah, we talking about that. We're getting into that for sure. It's a little bit of update about our school.
Unfortunate.
Very super. It's 2 updates actually. Unfortunately.
Unfortunate. It's his spirit.
Shout out
he left his spirit there. He's not even dead.
He did. I think it's just tainted now. I think it's not we can do.
Mr. Nubby was.
Oh. And then. This is what me and Rick know about because we was there firsthand. Mr. Nubby returns after his long hiatus.
Yeah, he did. The crazy thing is, right? He comes back, starts teaching his class.
And we're shocked. Everybody's surprised.
Nobody's bold enough, to say anything to him because
it was one person. They didn't say it to him. I was walking down the stairs, and Rick, I'm gonna tell you who it was when we get off here. We was walking down the stairs, past his class. He was like, "Pedophile motherfucker!" He yelled it loud as fuck into his class.
I think
you might have been. You might have been with me. You might have been with me when the dude said it. He yelled "pedophile motherfucker" loud as fuck. And I looked back and I ran down the stairs. I said, this nigga he gonna suspend me, so he gonna blame me. He gonna blame me. I already know it, like, because I was like closest to the door. So I'm like, if this nigga looks out the door, it's Cat.
Looking at him.
Like I see, like I can't see him, but I know he's in there teaching. Yeah. I'm like, if he turns and looks and sees my little fat ass, he gonna automatically blame me and it's Cap after that.
That sounded a little
sus. It's Cap. It's over with. But
that sentence sounded super sus.
No, he just like little girls. I don't think he like little boys. I don't think. I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't think he like little boys. He just like underage girls. Piece of shit. But yeah, no. So Mr. Nubby comes back. He starts teaching again. Everybody's shocked, but nobody says anything. We let it go. We were wrong. The student body was wrong. The teachers were wrong. We were all wrong for just letting it slide and not saying anything, but that's what happened, unfortunately.
Hey, I didn't do it.
That is true. Me and Rick had nothing to do with what that nigga was doing. But at the very least, the teachers were wrong for not, speaking up, maybe. And maybe they did, and we didn't know about it. Maybe behind closed doors they did. I don't know. But from our perspective, nothing was said.
The way that nigga was posted up, you would think he was the only nigga qualified to teach engineering in the whole Buffalo area.
Definitely. It made me think that he had something on our goat of a principal, because that's the only way he slid through. That's the only thing I could think of that he slid through like that and nothing. But, hey, shit happens. The icing on the cake was... We get to homecoming, and Rick and I...
Was it homecoming?
Or was it? It was either spring fling or... It was spring fling because it's...
I think it was spring
because
fling.
It's into the year. You're right.
Yeah.
And Rick and I, we were just like, yo, we're going to turn up. We're going to have a good time. Maybe get a couple dances, just have some fun. I think it was one of the first days. We didn't go to homecoming. It was one of the first dances we went to, I believe. Rick and I show up looking dapper than a motherfucker, I might add. And
I don't know if I'd use those words, for me at least.
Rick cleaned up. Rick cleaned up. He was looking dapper.
Ugh. I honestly, if I had the ability, I'd go back in time and assassinate my younger self. But that's a different story for a different day.
We show up, and to our surprise, we see Mr. Nubby himself dancing with, you guessed it, little girls.
Gross.
Rick, tell me what we saw next, because I
well, all right. I'll give the scene a little bit more descriptive, right? So, Mr. Nubby, he knew his strengths and weaknesses, right? So he knew an older guy and a sea of young impressionable girls. If you wanted to catch his prey, yes, I'm using these words on purpose because this is what he is, a predator. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to catch his prey, he needed some type of flair or charisma to draw them in. So Mr. Nubby pretty much perfected the art of self-deprecating humor, and I guess it'd be a learning current dance routines. or dance moves. And he would use those to kind of like gain the attention of, the female population in the school. Did it always work? No. Did he think it worked? He probably thought it really worked. It probably worked more than it should, but not as much as he would hoped it did, right? And so he was dancing. This is like what, 2013, 2014, right? So
he doing all the
dancing,
popular dances at the time.
Yeah, he doing all of them. He
quite limber for a fucking pedophile. If you want to give him credit for something,
like breakdance, circle, like all of it. He was there, one way or the other, right?
He was doing all right for a fucking creep.
And in the middle of his one of his dance routines, this was more of a private routine for one of the girls he was with, right? He was dancing with her. In the crowd, you could see kind of like a shark's fin. You could see the top of a respectfully balding older gentleman, kind of like parting the crowd.
Like the red,
and moving
like
at
the
a very
red fucking sea.
Like the Red Sea, moving at a very brisk pace. You can kind of tell by the bobbing of the head that he was very determined to get from point A to point B.
Yes. In dress shoes. On a parquet floor, my nigga.
So he's crossing the floor with ease that you would think that there was
without
nobody
touching
around
nobody either. Didn't touch nobody.
He didn't move that one student.
Didn't move.
Everybody just sensed it. They just moved out the way.
And me and Rick got the perfect angle. We're on the side, so we got the perfect angle. Well, go ahead, Rick.
We watched this esteemed gentleman make his way from the doors to enter the gymnasium where the dance is being held, cross the floor, and make it to his target in probably less than, I'd say, like a minute. Probably less than 45 seconds.
I give him 30 seconds. I give him 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It was just...
who is this distinguished man, you may ask? Our goat of a principal. Yes, our goat of a principal. And when he gets to this predator, Mr. Nubby.
Mr. Nubby.
You wouldn't think the first words out of his mouth would be yelling. But they were. And I won't yell because I don't need to. I don't have the passion behind it. But I will tell you exactly what he said.
And Rick quotes.
And he said, "What the hell are you doing here? After I put my neck on the line for you to be here." So
with a firm grip on that nigga's chest.
He yoked him up. So what had happened was, I guess before Mr. Nubby went away, he was maybe on a list to chaperone the dance. That would be his perfect hunting ground. So before he got caught, he probably had like an idea of
what he was gonna do at the spring fling.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
I guess he didn't clear it with our goat of a principal, Mr. Goat. And Mr. Goat found out that he was still there when he shouldn't have been.
And Mr. Goat was not happy at all. All I remember is Nubby's face. Pure shock and confusion, which I didn't understand. He was very shocked and confused. I'm like, you really, bro? You don't know why he's angry right now? Really? Like, out of all things, that's what you're shocked and appalled at? Because, I mean, he could have been more shocked because Mr. Goat literally had both his hands on this nigga's chest, bro. And that nigga had to take his shit to the cleaners because his shit was wrinkled, bro.
I've never seen another grown man grab a grown man like that and not end up in a fight.
And he was not moving nowhere. And Mr. Ghost, his fucking vein was popping out of his neck. His bald head was getting red.
Well, that's another thing that I don't think is on the list. But like, what's your favorite thing that's not an episode that we've done What R&P?
Oh, Overhype Man.
Overhype Man?
Yeah, Overhype Man is my favorite. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Plax. I got my boy Rick with me.
I'm just a hype man.
Making moves.
You about to go crazy.
About to turn up real quick. I've been making moves. Watching young niggas. I'm here to fix the game, so you know I got the tools. My haters can't stop me because I can move. Remember, I decided to turn my L to W and making moves. Watching young niggas. Hey, yep. Motherfucking Mike, what are you doing? Watching young niggas. Yo. I've been making moves you could never understand, cause I got a master plan. I might fuck around by land. Niggas talk about some bands, bitch, I'm talking about my brand. And I'm only gonna go harder when Flex, nigga. Make it move. Make it move.
R&P skits. All day.
I've been making moves. Hey. Watching young niggas crew. Hey. Fix the game so you know hey. My haters just can't stop it because I can never lose. Rick, go home. Get the fuck out of here. Go home. Get out of my house.
That punch was not planned or choreographed.
Wasn't planned, no.
But
none of it was really choreographed.
It wasn't. It was like straight off the cuff. Mm-hmm. Which, this is the last podcast of the year. Mm-hmm. We're doing a lot more of that stuff. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of that stuff in the back burner. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm finished with school for this moment, before I finish out, like really finish
and
out.
My work schedule is freer than ever.
Yeah, so I think I have like a handful of classes before I finish out. Mm-hmm. Basically, before I get that little piece of paper that told me I didn't waste 4 years.
Are you doing Are you doing anything for it?
What do you mean?
When you get your paper or no?
Oh, I'm doing a little something before then.
Okay.
Before I finish out.
Okay.
In January. That obviously I'll let everybody know. I think it's like, yeah, I'll let everybody who's invited know. Obviously, cool. Most people are gonna be, but you know.
Got you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that definitely overhyped, man. I am partial to the "Are You Okay" joint, the Jimmy and joint.
Yeah,
I'm partial to that, but overhyped, man, is my favorite.
I don't know. I like the Amazon worker.
Now do it just like we practice.
My name is Rick. And I'm an Amazon warehouse employee, and I love working at Amazon between raising my 7 kids and going to night school. It's the most fulfilling job I've ever had.
Do it happier.
Mr. Bezos, please. I haven't been to the bathroom in hours.
And you won't use it unless you fucking smile.
But I'm wearing a mask.
They can see it in your eyes. Smile! Now, Rick! Now!
Please.
Oh, wait, damn,
the
man.
Amazon worker was. Ooh. I did come up with that, so this it has a little bit of a nice spot in my heart.
I gotta agree with you. I'm gonna stick with overhyped, man, so we don't got the same answer. But Amazon worker probably
Amazon worker was great. There's actually one of my coworkers helped me come up with a different idea.
Okay,
but I don't know how we're gonna shoot it. Actually, I do know how we're gonna shoot it. It's gonna be great.
Okay, bet. I'm with you, Rick. After that, I'm with you, bro. You know, this is why I continuously tell Rick he should make videos, because he's naturally a funny motherfucker. If you could do it with me, you can definitely do it by yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I just feel like, together we make it work.
We do. R&P is stronger together. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
I would love to just scroll through TikTok and see some Rick Thompson, some Ricky Ticky content.
I got a tripod. It's coming.
Oh, you got it, or it's on the way? Okay.
No, I got it. It arrived.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, I just need a ring light. After that, it's all good. It's all good.
You can go to.
I can go. I work at a place that sells them.
I forget. I'm gonna pull up on you because I need mad SD cards. All my shit is gone because of short films and shit.
Tell me how many you want.
I need about 150,000 of them.
That's a lot.
No, I need it. I want to cop at least like 5 or 6 because all my shit is gone right now.
You can. They're pretty cheap. They're like
$20 bucks.
Well, I can probably get you probably 19 probably.
That's better than 20. 19 is better than 20.
But nah, we're doing a lot of stuff in the future.
we kind of got into that a little. What's your favorite R&P moment?
Our first React video.
Who is that behind him? That looks crazy.
That's not a person, is it?
Wait, that is a nigga. That's Electro.
Oh,
he about to get body. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
All right. Electro about to be like, it's a shock to your system. Electro turns into Static. That's a terrible concept.
Okay.
Yo, Tom Holland, get the gym.
They gonna jump this nigga's cap. They gonna
It's about to be
That's
like,
not fair, bro. Sandman ain't never get that fucking big before, bro. That's crazy. Why?
That's why I'm about to tell you, bro. If the other Spider-Man don't pop up, it's Tom live. He's the greatest Spider-Man ever. And Steve, you didn't even see. There was a second Goblin.
It's two of them niggas.
And guess what, Steve?
What?
There's a bonus reaction video that we're gonna do.
First reaction. Ooh.
Because we were super hyped.
Yeah, we were.
For No Way Home, and it lived up to the hype.
Oh yeah.
I will say his black costume wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Which was,
it was just the reversed.
It was inside out. Yeah,
inside out of his regular costume.
Yeah.
I thought it was some magic Doctor Strange.
Because he had the joint on. I thought he was damn near a Power Ranger at that point.
Yeah, I thought Doctor Strange made him a suit to.
That's what I thought was about to happen when he like did the whole golden bracelet and then threw it on him. I thought it was good. And then
it turned into a suit. Yeah, nah. Doctor Strange, he don't fuck with him like that. Yeah, I like you, kid, but I ain't doing all that. I don't know who do you think I am, Tony Stark? Who? Oh well, he don't even know who he is no more. He do know Spider-Man, but not him. Damn, let me think. Favorite R&P moment that I already said it.
I thought
me showing my ass crack.
Oh, funny.
I already said it. I already said it earlier. Yeah, that's my funniest moment. Damn. I gotta go with Down Bad Plax. That whole story.
That was a great story.
That whole story. It was a 20-minute story too. But later on that night, because I didn't have my daughter Shiley like I usually do. For those of you who don't know, I pretty much have Shiley majority of the time. So the few times that I don't have her, I'm like shocked. I don't know what to do. So this time, it was a party right after my meeting with Sarge and Vod. So I was like, okay, tonight I'm gonna turn the fuck up. I'm gonna just go crazy because like I don't usually get a chance to do that. So I'm gonna just wild out. That was my first mistake. So we get me, our buddy Angel, and our buddy Niles. We pull up to the party. It's pretty chill. We see a bunch of our friends and shit, or a couple people that are our friends, and we just chilling, listen to music. Some people play video games, blah blah blah. Then Angel and I have this ritual when we go out, like a little bit into the party, we go and walk to a liquor store or a store and get some alcohol and then come back. Like we just do it every time for some reason. So we go and do that.
Yeah, travel.
Yeah, we travel, buy the alcohol and stuff like that. And I buy Four Loko. I buy Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Interesting.
I got it was some hard liquor at the party that was already there. We get back to the party and I get to chuck it. Like I get to go crazy.
That's a little wild. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah, I get to down the Four Loko fast as fuck, which is a very bad idea. I down.
They're not Arizona's, right?
Huh? Yeah, I know. I knew it wasn't Arizona. I did know that it was not Arizona.
They're not Arizona's.
Yeah, no, I knew what they were, but I just didn't give a fuck. So I'm just chugging, going crazy. I had some hard liquor that the dude had because when we walked back in, he showed the bottle. He's like, yo, y'all want some of this? I said, of course.
I don't know if I would take alcohol from a boy who just flashed it to me like it was something dangerous. It was like, hey, yo, you want a little bit of this? Like, he showed me a gun or something. Like,
he did show us, like, because it was behind the bar thing. And he's like, yo, y'all want some of this shit? And we was like, shit, fuck yeah.
That's a little crazy.
So I had that. I had a couple cups of that. And then I'm sitting on a couch type thing. And we just chatting and shit. And I'm feeling dizzy, but I'm feeling good at the same time. So I'm just chatting. And one of our homeboys, he like, yo, you want to smoke? I haven't smoked since like the end of high school. Like I quit smoking a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm so fucking.
When you was smoking a little bit, I still remember.
I was going crazy then too. Yeah, I smoked like every other day back in the day for like 6 months or something.
Yeah,
like that.
you was going crazy for at least a half a year.
Yeah, and I was spending. Well, my dad used to hook me up, but I was spending a lot of money on this shit too. But I stopped. Partially because I had to work, and partially I just got tired of smoking. Like I lost interest in it for some reason. It just wasn't the same as the first time. But he offered something to me, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, because I was just so drunk. I was like, yeah, sure, cool. So I'm smoking, I'm still drinking, and then I just remember, Rick, I swear to God, I just remember sinking into the couch. Like,
like also get out shit?
Also get out shit. I just remember talking to Angel and this other dude, Leo. We was chatting about some shit, and I just sunk into the fucking couch. Like I was gone. And then when I opened my eyes, I threw up all over myself, bro.
Were you still at the joint?
Yes, I was still at the party. Good thing it wasn't no girls there. They all had left.
Thank
it was
God.
just niggas there. So, yeah, it was only like 5 people there still. But that would have been even worse if it was girls there. But I literally threw up all over my shit, bro. Like, no cap. It didn't really get on their stuff, which was great. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, but you still had throw up on you, though.
Bro, all over myself, bro. And I have never gotten sick. I have never ever gotten sick from drinking before, and I've been in some situations.
I'm glad.
So this
good,
is my first time.
That's crazy. I would.
Like
after
it was bad.
After I was sure you was good, I would have been in tears. I'd have been
Angel and was trying. They was Angel and Niles was extremely helpful. Like,
wait, who was there?
Angel and Niles. They was extremely.
Oh,
helpful.
Niles was there.
Yeah, Niles was there. He pulled up with us.
Oh, he ain't let none of this be known when I was.
Why they didn't say that? Well, yeah, they said they was gonna let y'all know, but I figured I'd just get it out there before.
That's crazy.
Before no, but I felt
that party. I'm letting oh no! Everybody getting known in the PlayStation party. Everybody.
Yeah, I figured it was. Yeah, I figured it'd be out by now. But hey, shout out to them for not putting it out too early. But the reason I think they didn't is because like I was feeling like I was drunk. I was just like apologizing and shit like that. And them niggas was like, nigga, everybody been this down bad before. Just you good. Now I was like, I just threw up on myself last month after drinking.
That's crazy.
So and then I talked to our buddy Morrow. We talk about him a lot on the show. I talked to him about it, and he was like, nigga, he's like, I used to do that in college all the time. It don't
That's
matter, bro.
Nuts. What do you mean all the time?
Not all the time, but like a decent amount of times he did it. So he was just like, yo.
Stop talking about throwing up on yourself like it's a rite of passage.
Or maybe not like on himself, but like just the act of throwing up in public in front of people and shit. Yeah. I threw up on myself because like I wish I could show you how I was leaned back in the couch. So when I will say this though, out of every time that I've ever thrown up in my entire life, this was the smoothest throw up I ever had.
Yeah, because it was fighting to get out your body. It
was so smooth. It wasn't no throw. It wasn't no like you know how when you throw up it's usually like aggressive or like you got some kickback. It was none of that. That shit just flowed.
That shit was like, get this poison out of me. It was like, it's drugs, alcohol, perks. Like, get it out of me.
No, I didn't pop no Yerkes. I wasn't going like that. I felt like I did, though, the way I was sweating in that motherfucker.
Nah, you had a perk 15. It was a half of 30.
It was a half I took, damn.
Yeah, you took a half of 30. You was like Drake when he take half his Zeddy bar on the flight.
I'm going to sleep, But I was definitely, bro, it was literally mid-conversation with niggas. And I just remember just sinking and just like damn near. I don't even know if I was asleep. I was literally in the sunken place, bro. Like I wasn't asleep. Because I could hear shit and I felt like I was still part of the conversation.
The idea of you laying back on the joint and it just... out of like everybody just talking, having no conversation. I don't know what you just hear, and you over there shaking, and And you just throwing up would probably be scary as hell.
Yeah, good thing I wasn't like on my back or no shit like that. I was just like leaning back.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would have died in that motherfucker. No, but yeah, boys was very helpful with shit like that. And the funny part was I was still able to like walk and shit like that. It just the alcohol was like, nah, bro, we gotta get up out of here, King.
Yeah, we gotta make an exit.
Yeah, definitely made an exit. And then I got home and took all my shit off, took a shower. That was one of the dizziest showers I ever took. But I did besides that, I had a great time. It was definitely a nice time.
You're the second person I know who's gotten crossfaded, and you're the second person I know who's thrown up from it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's just what it is.
Yeah, because we talked about it like a couple episodes
ago.
ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you told about that. Well, he went like super crazy. Yeah, he went super crazy.
Hey, luckily you wasn't butt ass out of it.
Yeah, I wasn't. That's what Angel said. Angel's like, at least you're not like no wild ass nigga that be like hitting people or taking his clothes off or no shit like that.
If you was butt ass thrown up on yourself, you would have been real down Baticus.
Yeah, no, I didn't shed any clothing or anything like that. Besides my hat, I did keep taking. I remember I kept taking my hat off and on. Like I don't know why I was doing that. Maybe I thought it was cool or something.
You leaned up against the wall, just taking off and on a hat, like
yeah. I don't know, but thank goodness there was no
business.
I was in paid in full and shit.
Gross.
No, good thing wasn't no shorties there or nothing like that, because that would have been made it even worse.
It was a great story.
That's a quality story. So I'm gonna have to go with Down Bad Plax for that one, like funniest like moment story, all that shit. Rick, you got anything else that you want to like get into as far as
R&P stuff?
Yeah, R&P stuff. We can talk about the future.
We've already dabbled in that a little bit, but just to expand on it, we have a lot of stuff set up for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I know probably you and 1,000 other people have always say that coming in New Year, like New Year, new us. But it's not,
I wouldn't necessarily say new us.
It's
I
going
just
to
say
be more
improved,
us.
more,
Yeah.
More quantity and quality together. Yeah, that's what I would say it is.
I feel like we're gonna be churning out a lot more content. Hopefully, it's not just quantity, but it's quality too. But I can't control whether that is or
we'll do our best. Hopefully,
we're gonna be doing a lot more. You're gonna be seeing a lot more shorts. A lot more skits, a lot more
maybe other content.
Yeah, a lot more other things that we probably have on the back burner that we're gonna do.
More guests, more people, interviews too, but more just people on hanging out podcast, and talking with us and stuff like that. Maybe some collaborations. I recently sent Rick the Ghetto Ass podcast. I found them on Spotify.
Well, we talked about them.
We talked about them before, but like actually listening to them, I listened to a few of the episodes. And I was like, "Oh yeah, this would be crazy."
Actually, there was a guest that you just reminded me of that really also impacted us. Demir.
Myro made it fucking happen.
Rick, how you doing today, man?
It feels like we be doing these special episodes a lot lately.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's as if we don't do regular episodes.
Nah, we still do regular episodes. There's just so much talent in Buffalo.
It is. That's a fact.
How can we not show the people?
That's a fact.
It's ridiculous.
We doing something a little different today, though. We usually got like musicians or artists or something like that on the podcast.
Yeah.
Who we got on today, though?
Well, right now, he wears a lot of hats. So you can call him an author. You call him a brand creator, a fellow podcast host. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a brother in the industry.
Yeah, that's a fact. We don't see that a lot either. We don't see it a whole lot.
One of the co-creators of Sick Race himself.
It's your boy Demir.
Let's get it. Well, you do this on a regular.
Yeah,
this ain't shit for you.
This is simple. You just gotta find the groove that you got it.
I like I said, though. I like your voice.
Thank you. I gotta get some more.
It's fire, though.
They sync up and everything else.
Yeah, that's
That's all Steve.
I see him at the soundboard too, though.
Yeah.
If you ever get a soundboard, just make sure that you get one. Like you look up some stuff because the reason why it's covered with styrofoam is because sometimes it catches like radio stations or static,
and it can fuck up your. Trust me, it's been at least 3 or 4 different projects, whether it be podcasts or something personal I was doing, been fucked up because of that.
No way.
Yeah, so
you might want to do some research on soundboards.
Yeah, we did a collab with the Ghetto Ass Podcast.
That's a name?
Yeah.
I got put me on. Put me on, because that sounds crazy. They sound like they'll make me cry.
Yeah, the Ghetto Ass Podcast.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look that up now.
What are you fumbling?
No, wait. It's the Ghetto Ass Podcast. I fuck with that so crazy. That's beautiful.
It is. Look.
Do I follow them already? I'm about to.
Yeah, so they only dropped 4 episodes, but they had
I love their cover.
That's
cover
fire.
That's simply
a part
amazing.
Of a city, especially slums area, occupied by a minority.
This is the greatest thing in existence.
Yo, shout out to the Ghetto Ass Podcast.
Come on.
And we love you guys. Peace. That was
That shit was fire.
I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that was our only non-musical interview.
So I feel like that's a really important interview to really speak on.
Yeah.
His book is still out.
Irrational Love. I have a copy of my own.
I have it on my phone. But I might have to get a physical copy. You should have had him sign it. I don't know why you should have.
Why did I do that? Wow. And now he's out of town.
Yeah.
He moved.
You know, when we
miss
the worldwide, we'll pull up on him.
That's what I'm saying. Either he's gonna be back at some point or we'll pull up on him.
Does he still do Sycarus with them? Or
I don't know how that's gonna work. I hope he is, but I mean,
but even if they're just
those guys got it on lock anyway.
So even if it's just them doing it, but shout out to them
because they got it. It's like 5 of them.
Yeah,
so
it's a handful.
If one is in and out, it's not the biggest deal. I don't think. It would be weird if it was just one of us just sitting here.
Hey, how's it going?
And talking to the chair and shit.
They got the phone propped up with a picture of me.
Hey guys, it's good. It's your boy Plax back with another episode.
And my boy Rick. and you got a little button that's like, hey everybody.
We just
you
missed that.
Soundboard?
We just had to miss that week. At that point, I'm not doing that.
This is to let you know that I'm fired for the RP podcast. Steve has officially fired me for the podcast.
I don't even think I have that ability.
It's a 50-50
yeah,
split.
neither. I don't think we had it.
If we added in another person and we were to then divvy up our shares like that, and then they beat
then 2 people,
then I gotta get gone.
2 to 1 is that's tough. We need a nigga named Andy. That's the only way we'd be able to do that.
Our Andy. That was a nasty joke. That was the ugliest joke I've ever heard. You're not gonna make me feel bad by getting quiet. That's a nasty joke.
You thought you ate? You thought you ate?
I take the plate right off the table.
You thought you ate? Yeah, but I do have a copy of Irrational Love. You might even see it in one of my films. I know I've been talking shit about these films for a long time. They will be coming out. I will be doing them. Yeah, 5 of my own and a few.
5 of
as far as collabing.
You said 5?
Yeah, I'm doing. I would like to release 5 next year of my own.
Okay, next year. I thought you was like they coming out now. I'm like, damn.
I haven't done the work for that. Yeah, I haven't done the work for those. Rick, I even talked to Rick recently about a specific role.
I just don't think I'm good.
I feel like, bro, the idea I have is for you. I'm telling you.
I just don't think
the only issue that I have with it, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, is Bree. I don't know if Bree will be okay with that specifically.
Okay.
But I mean, that's for you to have that conversation and figure.
That's for me to fight for.
Yeah, you talk about that, and then. But I feel like I'm still somehow gonna get hit because I'm setting it up. And Bree heavy-handed.
She is heavy-handed.
Like, nigga.
She is not light.
But Rick, when I started putting together that specific story, I just seen you.
Okay.
And the character specifically is you basically.
Okay.
So I feel like you'd be able to do that.
Okay.
You just gotta talk to Bree about it. It's not yours. It ain't nothing crazy. It ain't nothing crazy.
I hope that wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's nothing crazy. But
I hope you weren't thinking about yours. It was like Rick could play that role. You know,
Rick Thompson. What they used to call you?
They didn't call me anything in high school. We're not doing that. They didn't call me anything in high school. We're not doing that. We're not lying on my name. They didn't call me anything in high school. You're so far away from the camera, but I know it's picking up your laugh in HD.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
The name you're thinking of was a college name, and it was what they jokingly called me. And it was LDR, and I'm not gonna go into each individual letters of that nickname.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's not yours.
It's not yours. No, it's not yours. And you know what? I will go into each individual name because it can have two connotations. So I would just say what it was.
The people was using the other one, not the disrespectful one.
Yeah, they were calling me Long Dick Rick. But they had no reference. The thing is, they had no reference. I don't know why. They had no reference. Well, I do know why. It was because they were trying to bother me. It was a whole situation.
Rick,
there's a lot of stories from Buff
name.
State.
You don't get that name for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
In this case, I really did.
You don't get that name for no reason.
In this case, I got it because of a rap battle. Because I like used it.
Oh, shit, okay.
I used it as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, so it did.
I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Nah, but let me shut the fuck up. She has a girlfriend.
No, well, you can make whatever jokes you want. I know what happened there.
I don't know, guys.
College would have been a very different experience if I was a low down dirty nigga. If I was a low down dirty nigga.
We're gonna just keep it going.
I'm just saying college would have been a different experience. I'm not saying I had chances to do it then. I'm just saying I would have put myself in positions to have chances.
Yeah, if you was about that.
Yeah, if I was a nasty dude.
Yeah.
But I was too busy going to. The thing is, and this is, I'll explain this because we're still within our first hour.
Yeah.
Just talk about stuff. But at Buff State, which is the school I went to before I transferred to UB.
My mom also went to Buff State.
But my sister went to Buff State. She did not finish.
Damn. Okay.
I'm just saying. You
would have to say that.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
But
that's fucked up.
Well, knock on some type of wood. I didn't finish either, and I'm just trying to finish out at UB. But I dormed there, even though I didn't have to dorm because, as you know, I lived in Buffalo.
The full year, right?
I dormed the full first year. And that was because I wanted to prove that I could live away from home, and I wanted to have the full college experience. And I will say, while it did cost me money, not at the time, but in loans, to do that, sometimes I think whether I should have did it or not. Yeah, you're good. I'll wait. Yeah, but sometimes in my head I go back and forth with whether thinking about taking out the loans was worth me dorming, especially since I was in a committed relationship, so I probably didn't experience everything college
you
had
could
to
possibly
offer,
experience.
which probably was a good thing for me because just in general, you don't know what can happen, STDs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You just never. And then
From what I hear, college could get real crazy.
Boys was moving ridiculous, so I can only imagine because at that point I was a virgin, so I can't imagine what a virgin Rick Thompson would have did, and I would have probably made all the wrong decisions.
I will say
I probably would have had a kid.
At me next time.
At Plax. And your situation was a little different because you were sexually experienced before you even had your kid. So you just made a decision. You made a decision, and you got a beautiful little girl out of it. But you made a decision with all the knowledge, and you still decided
that's
to
true.
say,
"That is true,
man. Fuck that."
Technically, I did say that.
Financial independence, nigga. Fuck that. But yeah, I'm sorry. I might have made all the wrong decisions. All it took was my first sexual experience with a girl, and let's say if even if that was casual, but if it was a recurring casual, and from that point on, she was like, hey, take the yondom off. And condom and yondom are the same word in our friend group. But she would always
like yours.
Yeah, she might have just battered her eyes at me and say, take the yondom off, and I might have did it, not being like,
I don't know, Rick. Nah,
I feel like obviously you don't know, obviously, and I feel like in my heart of hearts, I ain't stupid.
Yeah, I don't.
But at the same time, she would have been my first.
See me, I'm
just saying that hypothetical college girl would have been my first.
That's true. Right,
and then I might have not been able to separate feelings from like physical at that moment, or I might have not understood that those things could be separated.
See, in our friend group, I don't think I'm the nastiest nigga or the worst, but I'm definitely not. I'm like leaning towards that. So like, and I've been in relationships, like you too, of course. But I'm saying like. A lot of times you get in a relationship.
You've been in relationships with multiple women.
Yeah, and a lot of those were like longer relationships and shit like that.
Serial monogamous.
So I've done that.
Yeah.
You know, raw dog, so to speak. I've done that. Yeah. But I've never.
To speak. That's what it's called.
Hypothetically, raw dog.
If I didn't put a yondom on and I were to be
I
with
would
a
technically be raw dogging her. Technically, most likely, you consider that raw dogging. I forgot the point.
Colloquialism for entering a woman without any protection
is raw dogging.
It could result in not only a pregnancy
but an STD.
An STD.
But I haven't done that. Not being in a relationship with somebody. So
it makes sense. Don't get me wrong.
So I guess, but knowing you. Back then, I don't
feel
think
like
you would have did that.
I feel like I wouldn't have gambled either, Steve.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm not a dumb nigga.
Me,
but you know,
I don't trust myself too much. I haven't yet, but I don't trust myself too much. But you, I don't see that, bro. I don't see. Bro, no, nowadays, fuck that. Back then, I'm talking about nowadays. Nah, I'm good. I don't want no more.
You don't want no
and
more.
My first big check is going to a vasectomy. You heard it here first.
You know, those don't always work.
Oh, I want them to sear the ends.
Oh.
Cut it and sear the ends. Yep.
No comeback.
No comeback, yeah. Don't, and I don't even want to be in anesthesia because I don't want to see y'all niggas do it.
He's wild, big dog. But no, I was just saying, like, you know, I wouldn't have. I don't know how it would have been, but I feel like I would have.
Yeah, I don't think you.
But I'm just saying there would have been a lot of moments in college. But I'm saying
you be fucking the basketball team. I'm not raw dogging you.
But yeah, from what this was originally about, my experience in college was basically college classes from like 8 a.m. to like 4 or 5 o'clock, right? And then I would get on a bus that would take 2 hours to get to actually throughout the week it was just classes, studying, and texting my girlfriend. That was all it was. And it was like and it'd be like, oh, you could be doing whatever, but literally I think our messages were like 2 minutes apart, and we'd be texting from sun up till sundown.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so call it whatever you want.
Yes.
But
damn, okay.
But and then on the weekend,
2 minutes apart, but she yelling at me the whole time.
We had our ups and downs, just in relationships in general.
Right.
And then even past that, on weekends, it would be work. So I would literally wake up and I would work 12 to 9. So like my whole day is gone. And it'd be I'd have to wake up at 9 a.m. to get breakfast because you can't make food in your door, or you can, but you'd have to buy it. All the ingredients, fit it in a mini fridge, and then use the common kitchen, which is one little stove and then a microwave. And you can't really make a meal like that.
Yeah.
You can, but it's gonna be like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a hassle, right? Yeah.
And so I had to get up, go to the cafeteria, basically eat breakfast at 9 to 10, come back, take a shower, and then get on a bus that took an hour and a half to get to work, and then take a bus at 9 o'clock that took an hour and a half to get to school, and then go to sleep, and then do it again for Sunday. and then after Sunday,
that's a miserable.
Yeah, and then after Sunday, come back, do homework, and then start all the rest of the week with an 8 a.m. class on Monday. Yep. And then that was literally my revolving door for both semesters. Was how it was.
That sounds.
It was disgusting.
I will say this: back then you were different. Like you,
I evolved in I evolved in college.
Like that, you was
not
fit.
In a good way either.
You was fit. Your attitude was different. You was looking different. Like your facial expressions was different. So if you would have been single then. Single Rick in college, that the one that I seen would have been a fucking problem.
Well, the thing
that's
is,
all I'm saying.
The thing is in college. Let me give a full idea, and this is funny. This last hour for the R&P stuff is becoming. How did Rick become R in the R&P?
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't know me, either one way from the other in high school or after I left high school, I was a very I guess goofy kid, and I still am to a lot of degree goofy. But I was goofy in the sense where I felt like I had grown up later than everyone. Like I even my like I guess my behavior towards women. I felt like I kind of came into it later in my high school career rather than earlier. Not saying that I wasn't sexually attracted to girls from like freshman year jump or anything like that, but how I maybe manifested those things or showed those things was very
first off
elementary.
For a long time, you would be like, I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes type.
Yeah. Because it was true, because I didn't know any of them.
And I would be like, but that ass.
And the thing is, I would see the same things you would, but I don't think it really clicked the same way it did for
me in high school, I had already been doing my thing.
You were looking at it differently.
Yeah.
I was looking at it from like a personality like that Disney Channel high school relationship mindset of like, sure, she looks attractive, but it's like I can't see myself being in a relationship with this girl, so
and I was
she
like,
doesn't
Rick,
matter.
that's not the point.
I don't think
that's not the point, bro.
I don't think I really came to that realization until junior year, and
that was the flip.
Yeah,
junior year, Rick.
Yeah,
that was the flip.
I felt like that. I felt like that's because I really like because I was tall for my age. I was like. I was like 5'11" at like 13 years old, right? And I didn't even go through puberty until like end of sophomore year, junior year, and that's where I felt like think about that. I didn't go through puberty until like I was 14 years old. Right. Really, like I didn't get my last little bit of height. And my knees started hurting in the morning because I was getting taller. I was
done for at 13. I was done.
I ended up being
the same height.
Yeah, I ended up being my height now, maybe a little bit shorter because I did go through a secondary growth spurt only for like a couple inches. And I ended up 6'2", right? And so I felt like all that facial hair started coming in, voice got deep, and all that stuff. Once junior year happened,
you dropped the second shirt.
Yeah, baby. I used to wear 2 t-shirts because I was a bigger kid and I didn't like people seeing my chestises. Yeah. So I wore 2 t-shirts. And I got over that quickly. Yeah. But yeah, so that was the whole thing, and I didn't really see women for women. I like, obviously there was still that emotional. I want to be with you for your personality stuff, but there was also like, oh, you're attractive, and I like you because you're attractive, also type of thing, right? And that all culminated into me getting my first and only girlfriend, Brianna, 6 years strong, 7 at the beginning of next year.
That's
crazy, right? And that's where I felt like I kind of came into a different type of person, but I still felt like I was innocent in a lot of ways.
I feel like I feel like you got what you wanted though, because
I got exactly what I was looking for when I was younger, but I couldn't have got that without an older, like an adult mindset, like that extra oomph was the thing, because I felt like that was the thing that made me confident enough to ask a girl out. In this case, she said yes.
What was funny, you and Bree hated each other for a very long time.
Necessary.
No, y'all niggas used to I used to really think these niggas had beef with each other. We did have beef. Oh, it was legit? Wow, okay. I just thought it was sexual tension. Once y'all started going out, I was like, that's just tension shit. That was real beef. Okay.
Beef. She disrespected me.
Because they used to see each other, and it would just be ribbing on sight. Sometimes people would throw punches, mostly Bree, mostly Rick. Get off me. And then I'd be like, why don't you leave my mans alone? Then she'd beat the shit out of me, and Rick would walk away somewhere.
Yeah, of course. that's that's light work. I was like, Steve, handle that.
And she would beat my shit every time. Every time. I never got it done. But I did get her back with them jokes on the train, though.
Yeah, you did.
But I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. She know what it is.
You did. I forgot about that.
I destroy her with them jokes on the train. But I was shocked when you came and told us that,
I liked her?
You was like, yo, man, like,
I think I really like this girl.
yeah, I really like Bria. Everybody just looked at you like, nigga, he joking. We just he fucking around. We started talking. He was like, guys, come on, like, be serious.
Because I started messaging her like over summer vacation.
That's what it was. It was the beginning of junior year. Yep. And then you told us. We was like,
you want
what? Right here, that's cap. We said that. That's cap.
Not back then. It was like you studio. You got to use the correct vernacular, Steve.
That made my chest hurt.
Back then it was you studio. You lying.
Yeah, you studio as hell. Yeah, I remember you studio as.
You know what we don't say anymore? Jive. I feel like jive.
I say jive sometimes.
Yeah, but it don't come out as often.
No,
like you jive wildin'.
I like how jive was an old thing and it
now
came
it's
back.
a new thing, but it's only a here thing though.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting to Buff State. I lost weight in high school because I played football, but then over the time from when I quit football senior year,
and we started doing Kaplan.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But after I quit football senior year because the coaches were assholes, and then I went to Buff State. I gained a lot of that weight back, and the funny thing is, my two roommates, which was an Asian guy who told everybody to call him Chino, which is literally Spanish for Asian, I believe, or some like I think that's some like vernacular for Asian. And then my one roommate Chorus, who we called Andy, they were both fit. Chino was in the military. Andy was a boxer, Haitian dude. So
you was in a fight night game.
Literally, it was like that was my main character moment. I had the two niggas that could get me there.
To train,
and the thing is, right, for the first semester, the first half year, they were telling me like, oh, I should go to the gym and everything. And I was bigger, and I was just like, what should I do, type thing. And they ran me through a circuit. Right, it was a whole lot of things. They had running, it had hanging pull-ups, and it had like crunches with weights and all that stuff. They put me through the circuit once. It was like, bro, you do this, you be good. And I was like, whatever you talk about, right? And then for some reason, I think I really looked at myself, and then I seen what I looked like in comparison to my roommates. Like I just looked at myself in the mirror, and I knew what they looked like, and I was like, I don't like looking like this. And then I really just started going to the gym like
with the Busy
every day.
Episode, the Busy Bee pick.
Yeah,
that shit still haunt me. I'm sure I look worse than this shit, but I'll watch this back and be haunted again. But that picture fucks with me, bro. That picture bothers me.
But no, it kind of just made me like really like stick with it. Yeah, basically. And then from there, weight just started dropping off me. I think I went from like 260 to like, after everything, like 190.
Damn, you went, bro. Rick.
Yeah.
No, pause. Rick was looking great. I'm not going.
The
nigga was looking great. No
I was going crazy. And
I remember you came with that brown jacket.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Where you been at?"
I've been in the cycle.
He was like, yeah, I've been in that hyperbolic chamber, my boy. I'm like, damn.
But nah, I felt like that was a real turning point. Even then, I got a lot of that weight back, but it sits differently on me. Like I don't let it kind of sit the same way that it did, and I felt like that was kind of like a revision. And after that,
that's a great way to put that.
Yeah, and then but being surrounded by a lot of New York dudes, my attitude towards life did change. I got a lot more aggressive. I didn't take a lot.
You could see it on you, like the change. Like you could see.
I didn't take a lot for sure. Because I couldn't show that like anything bothered me because I was surrounded by people I didn't know, and I felt like that was just like that's setting yourself up.
And you were already a world class like roast nigga.
Yeah, so it just put
you became aggressiveness. Yeah, you just became almost untouchable. The only nigga that really could get with you is Black.
Yeah,
and Angel.
Yeah. Angel because of sheer determination.
Yeah, Angel won't quit.
He
Like
won't,
he'll keep going at you.
He'll keep going until he finds something, and if he finds it,
if he if he see a little chink in that armor, he go get that
quiver.
Yeah, and then me, I've argued so much in relationships I can't go back and forth with nobody no more. So I just give up. Like you or Black would be like, yeah, that's why you a bitch or something like that, and I'll be like, you right, bro. I don't have nothing.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say. I don't feel like going back and forth. I used to. Back in the day, I used to go back and forth. I can't.
But you was like, nah.
Yeah.
You was like, you got me.
Yeah, nah, I can't do it no more. I don't even want to do it. And then there's so much shit y'all know about me. Y'all could just say one thing and I'll probably be sad. So it's just like fuck it. I might as well not even do it. I would like to get my aggression back because Steve freshman year.
Yeah, you were
seeing Steve now, bro.
You were a little bit of an aggressive guy.
It was.
You got into a whole altercation with one of my very close friends.
Well,
we won't talk about that. But you did get into a whole altercation with one of our very good friends who watches the podcast.
Yeah, I love you.
So
I love you.
That was great.
He probably would have packed me up though.
Who knows?
I was in better shape than who knows. I used to fight regularly at that time. So maybe who knows? But now Steve freshman year of high school, seeing me now would be like, bro, what happened?
Like,
what happened to you, big dog?
You were Diesel. I
were Diesel.
You was a fighter. You said you used to fight people
I played sports on a regular. Like I was a different nigga. I also partook in hoodlum activities that I don't do anymore.
Really? No more hoodlum activities.
No more hoodlum activities.
Is it because of your daughter?
No.
You would still be a hoodlum with your daughter? What a role model
I just don't. I don't feel the need to do it. Yeah, it's because of my daughter.
Yeah, what a role model you are. It was like, nah, Shiley will roll with me. That's it right there. That's.
Sometimes, remember I told you that story about Shiley pushing that kid?
Yeah.
Sometimes she got that. I got a story to tell. I ain't gonna say it on here, but I got a story to tell you about something that happened at her mom's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if I should say it on here, but
if you're not sure, then don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it on here, but Shiley got something in her. Ooh. She got that young Plax in her.
That sounds
and I can see it.
That sounds like she might be a Plax.
Yeah, and I see it, and I'm like, I'm trying. Hey, calm down a little bit.
Little miss, it's not that serious.
Just chill out,
little miss.
Because she'll be chill. Like sometimes she'll like let stuff go, but then sometimes I'll see that look, and I'll be like, oh no. I'm like, honey, you good?
Please don't hurt.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Please don't hurt him. It's not that serious.
Yeah, but thank you, Rick, for telling us that. We appreciate that whole, the breakdown of your origin story.
Well, yeah, I guess as I am now, I feel like as I am now is a combination of who I was in college and who I was in high school. It's a healthy combination. Yeah, because I didn't know how to balance the two.
And when we turn 30.
It'll be an even greater.
An evolved Rick, bro. That like, come on, man, that's gonna be crazy.
Problem.
I'm trying to figure out things. I need to figure out a lot of things, but I think I'm doing okay for the most part. I'm happier, so that's good. But definitely got some stuff I gotta figure out. I gotta lose weight because I'm just tired of being fat. But I'm scared I'm gonna lose my funny. That's a worry, losing my funny, but. Other than that, I gotta lose weight at some point. Gotta stop being lazy and getting to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, we'll be back with you in the second hour.
See that?
Well, and we're back.
Yeah, we took a little break just to space out the hours. Yeah. But first thing, we're gonna do something that we usually, don't do. But I feel like it'd be something that we add to the rotation. If not, maybe not every podcast.
Because we usually do this for reaction videos.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is different than a reaction kind of. This is like a talking point.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like this would break up a lot of monotony. We don't put a lot of music and stuff because we just don't have a lot of music. So I feel like this just gives people other things to look at.
I currently don't have internet, so that makes it difficult.
Yeah, so this kind of gives it kind of like you got other things to listen to and hear as we're doing it. But there was a TikTok topic that another podcast was talking about. I have the name of the podcast on here, but we'll get to that when it's there.
And I'll put the info or whatever.
And they had a really crazy talking point that I felt like we could talk about because one, Steve is a father, and I don't have children, so you kind of get both.
Not technically, I am a single father.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
her mother
even
takes
if you
care
co-parent,
of her as well.
you're still a single father.
Like we co-parent, but I'm a single father.
Yeah, just like she's still a
single mother, right? So getting my perspective on it would be kind of funny, I guess.
Yeah. And so we're gonna get into it. Basically, to kind of summarize the clip before we get into it, a woman, was going on a date with a man, and she wanted to get food for her daughter before they went on a date. So she asked him if he could swing by McDonald's, so she could get food for her daughter. She told him what the order was. He told the dude the order, and we'll see what happens.
That's what happened. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know how this is. If you want to cover this audio or turn it off or pause it out.
Well, this. Oh yeah, damn. How are we gonna do it?
Because you could just mute. Well, mute that audio.
We'll just let it play, and we won't talk.
Okay. Yeah.
We won't talk until the video's done.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of pocket, and this is why we, from a man's perspective, tell me if this is just way out of pocket, and this is why we talking prenuptials and shit. On the first date, I had to get my daughter something to eat before he took me out, so I was like, can you run me by the McDonald's real quick because I'm running behind, woo. We get to McDonald's, all she got was her classic, a milkshake, 4-piece nugget, and a small fry. When the lady at the window asked for the bread, she's like, where's that? Yeah. You said run me through McDonald's real quick so we can, nigga, you gonna pay for it. I'm sorry, okay, I think that's already, that was the first problem. That ain't no problem. At that moment. That's your problem. Look, and it was at that moment that I had the bread, and I even asked him, did he want anything? But look, it was at that moment that I knew you were never getting this pussy. Because he didn't pay for your daughter food? Fuck you on the first date.
So honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. My boss one year knew I was having a sleepover for my daughter. He was like, "Oh, that's what you doing? I'll order her pizza."
That's why most of the relationships they cheat on you. That's why most relationships they cheat on you with somebody at work because of shit like that.
No,
I'm gonna pay for the daughter. Pay for all that. And that person was some young pussy. What you mean?
Bro, wilding a little bit. Rick, do you or you want me to go? You want me to go?
As being a father, I feel like you should go
want
first.
Me to go? Okay. So
we'll say the name of the podcast.
Oh yeah, what's the podcast name?
I don't even know if he has the podcast or if that was one of the
double stare. Yeah, it don't say none of here. Hit see more.
Yeah. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if the podcast is called Bape and Ape. Bape and Ape, or
might be,
or if this is a separate podcast from like one of his clips or something. We'll do more.
Yeah, we'll search it up and make sure you guys get at least a link or something like that. Shout out to them, by the way. But from the perspective of a single father, me personally, I would have bought the daughter's food.
Okay.
Me personally. But that's just who I am. I'm taking you out on a date. The little one, you can't drop her off yet or whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's just me. But with that being said, even if I am taking you on a date, it is not my responsibility. Especially the first date. Now, we've been dating for a while. Yeah, that's for sure.
That was the whole thing with me. It was like, it was basically like, how can you say first date like that meant something? Like, if anything, it meant something and against your argument.
Right.
Like he has no obligation for your child. To pay for her,
probably,
especially in guys' situation, because it wasn't like you asked him to pay for her McDonald's.
Yeah, she didn't ask, right?
And you probably would have been like, why would I? Well, I can't speak for this woman, but I feel like if a woman in that situation, you were to ask her, to be like, well, why didn't you ask him to pay if you wanted him to pay or anything like that? He's like, well, that's not his place to pay, or why would I ask him, like, that's my daughter? But then in the same retrospect, it's in the same situation the other way. Like, that's not his daughter. Like,
me personally, I would have, but
that might have been just because of you as a person. Versus
that's just me as a person, and I'm also a dad on top of that. Mm-hmm. I probably would have just did it just out of habit or whatever. Yeah. But that's a nasty mindset to have off of a first. Now, if y'all been going out 3, 4, 5 times,
oh yeah, that's a red flag.
Then, bro, you being weird, bro.
Yeah,
you being super weird.
But first, especially if this is the first link, like we've been chopping it up over like text or whatever, and this is the first time
link
we're
up.
going out.
Nah. That's not his responsibility.
And I got a negative. And the thing is, she was like, "Oh, that's how I knew we would never we would never have sex." But I bet you she still went on that date.
She did,
and that's the thing. Right. And that's the thing. If
she didn't, I apologize. But
I feel like she didn't. Yeah, she didn't say that.
I feel like she did.
It feels like she still went on that date. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if she still went on that date. And that was the biggest turn off for her to be like, well, I'm not ever going to be with this guy. Why go on the date still?
Right. I feel like that is a nasty mindset to have for a first date. Again, after multiple dates, like I'd say 3, 4, 5, and that situation happens, come on. Like, you, especially if it's just McDonald's. Like, come on. Yeah. If you taking her on a date, you could throw $10 for her daughter or whatever. But first date.
Come on, man. That's not it.
But again, me personally, I would have done it just because
of the person you are.
Yeah, that's
and
just
I feel like I probably would have did it too, just because, like, you know, especially for a kid, that's whatever. But I feel like that kind of like put like that. She made it sound like that should have been like the rule,
unspoken thing,
versus that you being just a cool guy for doing that. Versus like the natural thing would have been like, oh, you want to get your daughter food? Like, okay, I'll swing back. You'll get in my car and we'll swing by McDonald's. And then,
Dude is different for that though. He is different, but it's not his responsibility to do that.
Well, I don't even think dude is different for that. I feel like she's different for that because it's like, if, let's say you were going on a date with a girl, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say you both have vehicles.
Okay.
And let's say, for some reason, she wanted to take you versus you taking her.
Right.
Maybe that's a safety thing for her.
I've been taken out on a date before.
Yeah, but imagine you was like, oh, you might.
I got dressed all nice.
Hilarious. No, you got twizzed out.
Yeah.
So imagine, right, that you are now in this person's car and you was like, oh, let me get something for Charlie because I don't know when I'll be back, and obviously I got someone watching her, but you know,
for when I get home,
or anything like that, and. You ask them, like, could you stop by such and such so I could grab her something?
Right.
And you tell them what you want because you're going through the drive-through. Mm-hmm. And then they look at you and you be like, oh, yeah, like, it's this much. And then you give them the money to pay for it.
I wouldn't have thought for her to, even if she's taking me out on the date, I wouldn't have thought
for her to pay for my child's food. No. Especially if she's already taking you out of the way.
No,
well, even past that, like, you have one destination in mind, but you're making a stop regardless of that destination, so because you asked me for something you needed.
I wouldn't have. My thought wouldn't have been, oh, she's gonna cover that. Mm-hmm. I would have just already had my card out or had the cash out already, probably, because Shiley get to say, like she said, her daughter Shiley gets the same thing every time too. So I know it's $10, it's $8, whatever. So I know give her 10. That should be enough or whatever. So but again, women and men think differently.
It's just all different.
We got different mindsets.
I just feel like that was a good thing to talk about on the podcast because it's just like, man, can you do anything?
Yeah, because again, I would have done it, and I feel like it's the nice thing to do, and I would hope other guys would do it, but you can't be like, oh, that's a red flag. Because he didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's my only viewpoint towards that. Actually, me and Rick was talking. We would like to have more women on the show to talk about different stuff like that, just to get different perspectives. And we will. We got a list. They'll be coming soon. But just to get a different perspective, because maybe we're missing something. We could be missing something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like having women on a podcast just gives you more diversity. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like we wouldn't have had that situation.
What you say it again?
As just guys?
That wouldn't have happened for it. Because like I just said, if a girl, if you put me in that situation and a girl just taking me on a date because she liked me or whatever, and I'm going to get my daughter something and I ask her to drive, I'm not thinking she's gonna pay for it. Like that thought not even gonna cross my mind.
Or even past that point, like what if you were the dude in that situation, she probably didn't voice how that bothered her, so you probably wouldn't even thought you did anything wrong, and you just would have never heard back from that.
And that's another thing too, communication. Like, granted,
well, how would you even bring that up? Yeah,
it's their first
there's no good way to bring that up because that shouldn't even have been an issue. Like maybe there was some other like deciding factors that made her like culminate the decision that this.
But
person
that standalone,
yeah, she made it seem like that was like the
saying he would never get no pussy or whatever, and that's fine. That's her decision.
That's her decision. But
I don't feel like that should have been the reason why you thought that.
Yeah,
but. I mean, again, men and women are different. Yeah. If there's any women that's listening right now, I don't know, we don't have the biggest female fan base, but
we got a couple.
Yeah, I know a few people that do check it out from time to time. If you're listening to this episode,
let us know what we're not seeing.
Are we not seeing something? Are we missing something? We're not sure. We don't want to argue or anything like that.
We could be seeing it through the patriarchy glasses.
Yeah, because we are men at the end of the day, so we don't know how you guys are thinking.
This is a man's world,
but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. He killed that. That was
chills.
Great. Yeah, but if you're a woman listening to this, whether it be 10 months from now, 2 years from now, or you listening to it on drop day, let us know what we're missing. Or if you agree with us, let us know. Like whatever you think.
Let us know we're not crazy.
Yeah, let us know we're not tripping or anything like that. Guys, we don't care what you got to say about it. Cause
you probably in the same boat.
Yeah, because you're probably thinking, I highly doubt you.
At most, it'd be that one dude in there being like, I'm big balling, so that wouldn't even been a question.
I always got it.
I would have just slapped my Amex card on the table. That would have been it right there.
It is what it is. We're trying new stuff, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet for the beginning of the second hour of our holiday special. What else we got to talk about, Rick?
We could talk about we could do either our update from Hutch Tech, or we can do.
I want to get that out the way. Let's do the update because it's pretty bad. I want to hold on. So, for those who are.
Oh yeah, what's the other up the football team, right? Or we're not going to talk about that.
No,
we gotta bring that up too. Because you remember the record? Because I remember the record.
No, I don't remember the record. So we'll just add that in there. Yeah. So our alma mater, Hutch Tech, as you guys may know if you listen to us regularly, or if you know us from there.
Yeah, they have terrible things.
Have going on three right terrible things going on.
You want to do the lighthearted one first?
Yeah, we'll do lighthearted first, and it progressively gets worse.
Yeah. So the first thing, Steve doesn't remember this.
I don't remember the record.
But I can even put the picture there. There's a whole parent podcast in Western New York talk about just schools happening in Western New York, like the things happening in them. Are they good schools? Why aren't they good schools? And,
sports, all that stuff. Yeah.
So they came together and they're talking about Hutch Tech's football program. And so since we've been out of there, it's been 5 years since we've been 5 years now. So 3 years in the last 3 years. So we have no control over this. The Hutch Tech football team has a combined record of 3 years of 1-22. And yes, 1 is in the win column, 22 is in the loss column. So in 3 years, all 3 years combined, not averaged, not nothing. One win in 3 years, 22 losses in 3 years. That's disgusting.
And we thought our football team was bad.
They were bad when we were there. We won games. We were like a middle of the pack team.
Yeah, we were average a 500 team. We would always win like 4-4 or something.
Legitimately.
Yeah, 500 team. We even made the playoffs. We made the playoffs the 1 year. Then we made the playoffs like 2 years, I think. Right? Did we?
Yeah. No, I think the one time we were one game away from
one game, and then we did make the playoffs 1 year specifically. Might have been senior year, maybe. KP used to be crazy.
Yeah,
KP used to be. We had a good ass team. That was the crazy
part. We had some
part.
legitimate stars.
Yeah. Bruce. the what was they called? The Hit Squad.
Yeah.
EJ, Bruce, KP, all of them niggas was nice. And it was like Rick, Rick was on there going crazy.
I was a defensive and offensive lineman, so I wasn't anything special.
Rick wasn't part of the hit squad.
I was not part of the hit squad,
but he was out there though. If you
out
there,
I was nothing special.
You helping them niggas out. Yeah, but we thought our team wasn't the greatest then. But to hear that is very disheartening. The 1-22 is very.
It was crazy.
I almost threw up when you said it. That's wow. And it's to the point that parents are concerned about what's going on.
A sport is doing bad when the parents are
fucking concerned about what's going on.
And half of those parents, kids are probably out of school by now. Mm-hmm. But they're just like, that situation is so bad that as a parent, I don't want any other kids to go through that. Like something has to change. And the thing is, we know someone who was kind of like in the high school football program. Mm-hmm. Our friend Rozak. He's very
NFL bound.
Yeah, no,
NFL office bound.
Yeah, NFL office bound. Mm-hmm. He wants to be in sports management. He's got his business degree from UB. Shout out to him. I think he.
We haven't talked about Rozak a lot.
No. Yeah, he moved to Atlanta.
Yeah,
he moved to.
Yeah, shout out to our boy
with his longtime girlfriend. They're doing their whole thing. They're living it up big, right? Mm-hmm. And he worked in with one of the schools. I think Maryville or some school along that area, and. He was telling us that like for Hutch Tech they were picking coaches due to grandfathered in, basically like if you were in BPS for such and such amount of time and you wanted to be a coach, even if your results aren't what's good for the team, but just because you've been in longer than someone else, because there was a coach there that was like getting us to the point where we were almost in the playoff, and he was only there for that 1 year. That was the first year he was there, so it wasn't like he could build some kids up to get us to that point, and he got passed over for some dude just because he was older or in the school system longer. And it's like, no, like we're in it. Like there are kids who college like futures could be riding on the fact that they need to get to a place where they can be noticed for football, because especially in our area, let alone the East Coast. Let alone the East Coast. Buffalo is just a terrible place to try to get a scholarship for anything. For any sport, let alone football. I think maybe they look at us for like track and stuff, but even then, it's
that's just because Tech was so dominant.
We were crazy.
Yeah, we were dominant for like 15 years or something like that.
Never took it. Yeah, never lost.
Sardo just left. I don't even think. I still think we win it. I think Sardo retired.
He's probably got 1 year.
I think Sardo might have retired. I think because I remember. I keep saying teachers' names and shit. I'm sorry. I remember Miss B, Coach B, posted something about him retiring. Hold on.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the second thing.
Oh, the second thing. But no, I don't know what they need to do. I don't know if they got to get Rex Ryan in there. I don't know. Damn near they get
Chan
that nigga.
Gailey, get
Bro,
Chan
fuck
Gailey
that. They can get Phil Jackson in there. Do the football variant of the triangle.
It's better than 1-22, right? It's something. And who knows? Me and Rick might just turn the team into the RMP team and just revamp it.
Buy the team.
Just buy the team and just totally revamp it. Get Rozak in there. Give him a meal.
Something.
Give Rozak a meal to go up in there.
We got to give the high school kids some variant of was it XFL, Extreme Football?
Something
to give them a chance to get out of there.
Just revamp it because
that shit is
our alma mater obviously don't know how to make
1-22, Steve.
And honestly, we've never really had great football coaches because, like we said, when we was in high school, our defense was amazing. Like, them niggas was really fucking good. So for us to be middle of the pack and have the number one defense in the league, that don't make no sense. That's terrible. It never made sense. We legitimately had, like, KP posted like a month or two ago, he's like, damn, like I was really that boy back then. He was though. He was really nice like that. Like them niggas was really nice, but we've never, as far as we know, like we from our freshman year to now, we've never really had good coaches, which surprised me because Joe Semino, y'all coach, y'all had the 1 year. He was my middle school basketball coach.
He was not good at football.
We won
Yeah.
They won 3 championships before I got on the team. We won 1 championship when I was on the team.
Well, y'all had
I
Deshaun
rode the
now.
bench. No, we didn't have Deshaun yet.
Okay.
We had a bunch of old ass niggas.
Okay. For boys who don't know, Deshaun came in freshman year 6'3", 6'3", 6'5". He was tall. He was legitimately LeBron.
Deshaun was that boy.
He was LeBron of high school, and he never played basketball because of JRTC, which I felt like he could have went a whole different path in life. But I'm pretty sure he's really happy where he's at because he's a father now.
He's a father,
Yeah.
a barber, world class barber, going crazy
Oh, really?
with the barber
Nice.
stuff.
When was the last time you seen him?
I talked to him 2 months ago. We had a conversation. We was talking about actually he works at the same security spot that I work at.
Oh, okay.
He just had a different site, and he was just telling me about all that stuff.
Nice.
And he was like, "Yeah, bro, you might as well just apply." And I did, and I got in. Nice. Hopefully, we can link up at some point. Hey, shit, I want to have Deshaun on the show because that was in middle school. Me, Deshaun, and Alex, we was the big three. Like that was our name. Like we hung out all the time and stuff like that. So I would like
it's
to
funny
have those
because
guys.
I understand why 2 of them got called the big 3, but they
I was chubby. Tall,
2 tall niggas and the big.
And when we hooped. I know you guys call me trash all the time, but when we hooped, I was pretty fucking good. That's why it worked out. We got Deshaun, who's just LeBron.
Yeah.
You got Alex, who's pretty
Kevin Love.
Yeah, Kevin Love. And I was Kyrie D Wade, not handle wise, but defensively and just
moving the
being
ball
able to
around.
knock a shot down if needed. Yeah, that was my thing. And I was more aggressive at
But
the
now
time.
we got niggas like Isaiah.
Yeah, black. See, that's what
And
with
Davis.
y'all. My role changes. Like I don't have to have I don't need the ball in my hand, so I'm just standing in the corner. I'm just waiting for the ball. Yeah, like I don't need to do nothing.
The rock.
Yeah.
Pass me the rock,
I
brother.
think that's what it is. It went from me having to facilitate and keep shit together to just stay in the corner, bro.
Pass me the rock, brother.
Yeah, like that's my
Young
job
blood.
now.
I'm open in the corner.
And then you know
blood.
Rick is the GOAT, so like I don't got to do that work.
I'm like average. I'm average. The thing is, I'm average with no trying. Like I don't do anything extra for football.
I've rarely seen you like really put in the effort, except for when we was at damn, where was we when you know that spot we shot that skit at?
Yeah,
we was playing there.
Yeah,
and you was going crazy there. Cause I remember I think I said this before on the pod. I was driving and I pump faked and you went by me, and in my head I was like, I'm so nice. Like, he said, where are you going, Rick? And then I went to put the ball up and he said, nigga. I was like, wait, where'd the ball go?
That was back when I had appropriate ankles and I landed, pivoted, and came back.
I said it was in my. I moved and then it was in my head. I was like, what happened? My hooping days is probably over with because the last time we was playing, I almost died. I scored a few points.
You mean over on that?
Yeah.
You
I almost died multiple times. So until I could get this weight down, I had a good time, but. Ooh.
You still have to do that thing, so you're gonna have to figure it out sometime.
Fuck yeah, we do gotta do that thing. I'm gonna lose. It is what
Just calling Nick Briz. You know, did you see him get slammed?
I seen the thumbnail. I didn't see him actually get slammed.
He actually got put on his neck.
If I find it, I'll put the clip of him just getting put on his neck.
All the comments is like, finally, he been needed that, and I was like, that's crazy.
Because he's like extreme, like he go way too. He's DC. He's a good basketball player, but like
he'd be wilding.
Yeah, he goes way too far. He be saying the N word sometimes too. Like,
I've never seen that.
Twice he said the N word. So yeah, nigga, like that type of shit, and it's like you be like, rewind. What did he say?
Unsubscribe.
What the fuck did he say? I watch.
What did he say?
I watch a lot of the who. I watch more of the. I don't watch the niggas that go hard. I watch just the regular YouTube hoopers.
Nah, I watch Baller's Life all the time, bro.
See, I don't watch it as much as I should. I watch.
Niggas go crazy.
You know the new group is 5 girls.
No, they be going crazy.
They be going crazy. They lost one. They went up to Rucker, maybe. No, they was in LA. It wasn't Rucker.
Okay.
They played 5 games.
They found 5 girls to match them up in Rucker. I was about to say.
Yeah, not Rucker. No, not Rucker. They was in LA.
Niggas, man.
They won. They played 5 games. They only lost 1. They was going crazy.
Was they playing against men and women or
just men? It was just men.
They was putting it
They
down.
was getting niggas off the court. Yeah, they was getting niggas off.
Yo,
the court.
I would have been like, especially if they was like, all right.
It's you know who Jenna Bandy is?
I feel like that name.
She played D1 basketball,
so she,
but now she a YouTuber.
That's a W right there. That's a walking bucket.
Lolo Fitzmo, she a shooter. She played D1
That's
too.
a walking bucket.
It's this one girl who played with no shoes on, but niggas can't check. Like she just, I don't know how she does it. Like niggas just can't check her.
The thing is, right? Say what you want about women's basketball, they can shoot, and I feel like they can shoot more consistently than men. And at least in the D1 stage, niggas in the NFL and the WNBA are aliens, which is why they're in the 1% of professional athletes in the world. But on the D1 stage, it's just niggas can pull it from far and make it, but consistently,
and take bad shots.
Yeah, consistently.
Women shoot better.
Yeah, if I were to bet my life on a D1 woman or a D1 man to make 10 shots, I'm taking a woman every time.
Yeah, they do shoot significally better. Besides, like the few guys that they're just shooters.
Yeah, they're just shooters.
But like the average D1.
Yeah, if you were to tell me that you just
woman.
picking some random person off of the D1 list, like all D1 schools.
Shit, I'm taking Lolo Fitzmo over Ben Simmons.
Well, that's
all day. I'm taking Lolo.
That nigga don't know how to shoot.
Kind of over Danny Green because he been missing a lot.
What was he like 0 for 5 or some shit? Like
yeah, like some nigga, but that's in game too.
Yeah,
straight up like with no pressure.
Yeah, they probably pull it.
That's probably
like
different.
Butter.
But I still take her over Ben Simmons though, because that nigga's just. Well, oh no, that's not true. Because that nigga hits him in practice.
Practice?
Yeah, he knocked him shit down.
We ain't talking about practice.
Yeah, but I be watching and
we talk about game. We ain't talking about practice.
But AI up there. There's a lot of shit I gotta do.
You don't have to do all that. We only have to do
I would like people to enjoy more.
50%.
I would like people to enjoy more. So
once you do that, you set the baseline.
Oh fuck yeah! Then they like, oh, Plax didn't do this and stuff. I was like, I'm not doing it every time, guys. Damn, I forgot what I was going. Oh, I would like for once I lose a little bit of weight and hopefully get back in my bag like I used to be when I was in high school and middle school. Yeah, so hopefully once I lose a little bit more weight and get back in my bag, I have been feeling a lot better because I've been eating a little bit better and trying to walk around more and stuff like that. So hopefully Rick and I can join the YouTube Hooper community. I don't know about 1v1s, but we could do some 2v2s.
2v2s?
Yeah. I'm too short for 1v1s. I don't think I'd be able to do that. But 2v2s, I think we'd be able to do.
You got it.
Check next summer. Who knows?
Next summer. You know, we're doing some stuff.
We talked about some stuff. We'll see what happens.
We got some stuff.
We were talking about our alma mater. We talked about the one thing, the terrible football team. This is gonna progressively get worse, guys.
Yeah, it is.
The second thing, which
not as lighthearted as the first.
Definitely not as lighthearted as the first one. I even have a passage to read. To
read the whole thing.
I'm gonna read it. There was a bit of a racial issue between a teacher and a student.
I didn't see the racial
at Hutch Tech. Yes,
I seen the. Oh, I did. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, I also had him for English, and I wouldn't have thought he was that type of guy. And that's really unfortunate.
Do you want me to say I have a nickname for him?
You can just use the nickname.
Use his name? Okay.
It's up to you.
Or use the nickname?
It's whatever you want to do. I'm here for either one.
I'm gonna make you laugh with the nickname.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from a Hutch Tech student, a current Hutch Tech student, about an incident that happened at school. I wanted to shed light on this because it's not okay. This is disgusting behavior. No teacher or person in power or anywhere should be acting like this to students or anybody. So that's why we want to bring it to light. Unfortunately, it's our alma mater. That's another reason why I'm very upset about it, but I'm going to get into it.
Yeah, the only reason we were even like changing their name is anything just so we don't get hit with defamation.
Yeah.
Not because we don't believe they didn't do it.
Yeah, but just
because legally we're making
you get sued quickly.
So defamation-wise, we're just changing their name. But if you wanted to say their name, I would be for it because we're not making any money anyway.
Yeah, but I'll use the nickname. The nickname is better anyway. So, December 14th, 2021. I was at homeroom waiting to go to my next class in Mr. Heifer's class.
Like a cow?
Yeah, heifer. Yeah.
Heifer.
Wink. I was in homeroom waiting to go to my next class in Mr. Heifer's class. My homeroom teacher, he also used to be my English teacher. Rick also had this teacher at some point. told every student in my class to stand up for the pledge. He gaslit every student, including me. He told me that since I was the vice president of my class, I needed to be a good representative of the juniors. I didn't listen because it's my right whether or not I stand up for the pledge. I have my own reasons why I didn't stand, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the other students also had reasons. I put down my head for a while, and he walked past me saying, "You're lucky I'm drinking coffee today, or else I would have pulled off your scarf."
I thought you said pull you up by your scarf.
Pulled off your scarf.
Oh,
she said pulled off your scarf. Jeez. He implied the hijab I was wearing. I later told a friend of mine about what happened, and she asked him if he said that. He called me over to his class and gave an apology. His apology was, "I just wanted to find a way for you to stand up."
Jesus.
Clearly that wasn't the apology he knew. Clearly that wasn't an apology. He knew he was going to get in trouble and wanted to get away with what he did, knowing exactly that he meant what he said. I'm not letting him get away with this. No student has to go through what I did, and I hope they never do. I am kind, but also got a loud mouth, and I'm not that forgiving. If I have to, I will tell the whole school. I don't know the girl's name, but that's the letter she wrote.
Yeah, we won't put that in there anyway. But
I never had Mr. Heifer, so I don't know. I can't.
I just would have never thought he was that type of dude. But I will say he did do rowing in college as a sport, so he was already in the down bad column.
That's racism personified. That nigga rowed.
There's a whole movie coming out about like competitive rowing, and like a girl basically like not losing her life, but her life spiraling out of control from trying to keep up with professional.
It's based off a real life.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god! I got this. We gonna go see it. We want to do a review of the movie.
She was like going crazy. She on the row machine
in the rain.
In the gym.
In the rain.
No, she on the row machine in the gym. She like throwing up and stuff, and everybody's like, and she's thinking about losing, and everybody being like, yeah, this it must be aging out or something.
All jokes aside, though, the rowing shit is very serious. Listen. I mean, for the people, listen. For the people that are in rowing,
there's a big rowing scene in Buffalo. Like,
it's a rowing scene.
No, like legit.
Wow.
I was eating chicken and waffles with my dad and my little sister by the water, as like a family bonding thing.
That's nice.
And we've seen there's like this little canal right by the actual canal, and there's like spray paint on the walls and stuff and all that stuff. And you just seen two teams rowing, and they were going.
Wow,
they were going crazy. I was like, I didn't even know.
See, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I thought it was too cold.
And there's like on it, there's like a record like kept on the wall by spray paint. It's like literally, it's like it's drag racing.
It's street rowing.
It's street rowing, bro. That shit is crazy.
Niggas is street rowing.
But
that's great.
Back to him though. I would have never thought he was like that. That's a shame he was like that. I think he might have. No, he didn't. How many college recommendation letters did we need?
I didn't go, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we need. Well, I was applying.
I don't think
you needed 3 of them.
3?
Yeah.
I don't think he wrote mine. But I think he might have. I'm not sure.
You think he might have wrote? See, I'm
not
to
sure.
get into tech. I know I had more. Mad teachers wrote my shit. Like mad different teachers wrote my shit, which helped me get into tech. That's what I heard.
Well, and for me, it was from tech to college. I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean from middle school to tech. I know people told me that mad people wrote my shit. I just don't know who wrote what. Yeah. But I know I had it was supposed to be 3. I had 7 or something like that. And I was like, shout out to my niggas. I appreciate y'all. Mm-hmm. I don't know where y'all at or who did it. But
did you ever apply to anything or? Did you just?
I was gonna go to ECC. I couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay.
I was enrolled and all that shit.
I don't understand how you say you couldn't afford it.
What you mean?
Financial aid was throwing bags. There's no way you couldn't afford it.
Remember, I told you Miss McReynolds fucked my shit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She fucked my shit up, and I couldn't afford the. She gave me. I was washing dishes at the time. Yeah. The lady gave me. Actually, the one thing I could shout my baby mama out for, that was my first job. She helped me get it. She did help me get. Yeah, she did help me get.
I remember this conversation. I think you might even said it on the podcast.
I think we've talked about a lot of shit. I'm sure I did.
You can keep going.
But I was washing dishes at the time, and the payment I was making like $150, $200 a week, something like that. and the payment plan was like $1,000 every few months or something, but I had shit to pay for.
Yeah, you
so I was like, this is the payment plan.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't know why they just didn't do like you paid off like not even, like it'd be like you paid off by the end of like the year, not even year, but like the end of your time at ECC.
I could have just took out a loan or something, but I was just like
at ECC. If she didn't fuck your shit up, you would have got paid.
That's what I'm saying, and I would have been basically going for free. I would have been going.
If
for
you
free.
ever have free time, through between you parenting and everything like that, I would see about going back for business classes or anything you want to do. If just for an associate, like I said, you'll get a bag. Like you won't pay for any of it.
And it's grants and stuff like that.
On God, past grants like just from FAFSA. Especially you being a single father and everything. And
they would still give me it?
You as long as you've never applied for FAFSA and gotten money through FAFSA.
No, I never got shit.
Then it's basically like you would get the same amount as you would have when you went through high school.
Oh wow!
If anything, you probably might get more because you have a dependent.
Plaxing.
Yeah.
I'm vlogging in college. Plax to college.
No, like legitimately. And you wouldn't even have to do it full time. You could do part time and they would still pay for you going part time.
And like I said, now that I work where I work at, I have more free time to do most of my hours during the weekend.
And then with everything with COVID and stuff, they have a lot more options for online classes. So if you want to do ECC until you got your associates in business, and then if you really felt like it, you could transition to UB for business if it was something that you felt like you wanted to pursue more into, and like that's just good for networking and stuff. You can even ask Ann about it because he that's what he went.
He
graduated with business and stuff.
And y'all was doing I did that. What y'all do for UB? It was y'all was like that. Y'all had to do commercials for.
Say yes.
Say well, that's different.
But even past that, they have a lot of like, especially business. They have a lot of mixers and stuff, and like once you are in a certain level in business and stuff, you have to wear like prep stuff. Like you have to wear like button ups and slacks and stuff, which is what you like.
Which is what I used to like to do. Now I'm a bum. I wear sweats all the time.
So I feel like you'd fit right in, especially
especially what I do now.
Yeah, but obviously don't put too much on your plate. That's not for. But I'll let you know that it is not unattainable, and you would get paid for doing it.
See, that was my issue because I didn't know FAFSA would be able to do that.
You're good. You would sign up for FAFSA and TAP.
Y'all want to see some Plax on campus vlogs? I will definitely do that. I'll buy.
Well, if you're doing online, you won't be on campus very much, obviously.
For content, I'll go on campus. For content, I'll be on campus.
You might meet
at least a couple.
You might meet a lovely lady out there. You know,
most of them are children.
Not true.
Not children, but like 18.
No, you get especially at ECC.
Well, ECC, that's
you'll
not
get a
true.
lot of people like you who are
going
parents,
back,
or even just people trying to figure out how to balance school and actual work life. Like you might even get people getting their associates in something and already having their bachelors in something else. Like just trying to like ease into it.
I guess that would be nice to just meet more. I was actually thinking yesterday I would like to be around more people because I just
hit the bar scene.
I'll
tell you this, if you ever legitimately wanted to do the bar scene, I'd go with you.
I would do it for content. Me and Angel went to a bar a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It was okay, but we was basically just us just chatting and shit. It wasn't
that's
crazy.
That's all.
But for content, I would do it. Let us know in the comments if you guys would like to see us bar hopping.
Be at a bar.
Be at a bar.
But nah, it's really unfortunate that he's like down like that because that's crazy.
And the last thing,
on tech at least,
about tech,
Mr. Nubby left his spirit in that school.
Mr. Nubby indeed left his spirit. I don't have it on my phone. I don't have the exact story.
They never said the teacher's name anyway.
But they did say there are multiple teachers.
I can imagine that.
It was one prominent one, but it was multiple teachers being accused of being flirtatious
with students.
I almost threw up. Acting a certain in inappropriate ways with students
that they should not have been.
That they should not have been interacting with in that manner. I seen things like looking down shirts, and touching
previews, all
and
that stuff.
Comments, all that stuff. Mr. Nubby has left his dark cold, disgusting soul in that school if he's not still there. And it has spread like the plague, apparently. It's just disturbing. It's just nasty. It's just very disturbing and
someone
nasty.
needs to walk through that school with some sage.
Or a shotgun. Or a fucking shotgun.
That's the extreme version.
Because it's like they little kids, guys. Like I don't know. There's no other way I could really put. They're fucking kids. Yeah. There's nothing.
I can't even anytime I try to picture high schoolers, I just picture everybody who was in our class.
That's what I'm saying. And when I was younger, I was like, well, damn. Okay, when we get older, how do you detach from that? It's very
really,
seamless.
It's really easy.
It's very seamless. Yeah. So for motherfuckers,
if you're a normal person, your taste in women will
grow with
as you grow.
And we talked about that in high school. We were like, okay, like how does that work?
Yeah, how do you not become a nasty old man?
Right, but
by just not being a nasty old man. At 17,
yeah, I wouldn't even have a conversation with freshmen. Like I wouldn't even sit. Remember the one little girl that used to try to flirt with seniors all the time?
Well, she looked like she was older.
She did look older.
You talk about the one who used to be whatever with you know who?
No.
Because she looked like she was older.
I'm talking
about
the
one. I can see where the bamboozle would come from that. If you remember who I'm talking about, who used to call you know who best friend?
Oh no, that's a different. Yeah, that's different. That's a whole different. That's still bad, but that's different.
That's real.
I'm talking about the girl, the Spanish girl that used to flirt with all the senior niggas.
I never got that.
You never see her?
I was on Lock and Key. She wasn't even on the radar.
No, not on the radar. I'm just saying she was
like,
blatantly.
She was like I never even like
Case. You don't remember Case?
Oh,
her. Yeah, that's what I used to call her. I used to call
other shorty Case too.
They always Case because they were aggressively flirting with old ass niggas that was about to go to college.
But they were like what, 15, 14?
Freshmen. I don't care what freshmen, and you're a child. But when I hit 17,
off the radar.
Like one of the girls that I dated that was like a couple years younger than us.
She went to our school.
Yeah, but when I dated her, she was obviously older.
Well, you knew, but you never. Like,
yeah, I didn't. She said something. She said like, yeah, I used to see you with your friends all the time, and you had your suits on and stuff. Huh? She said sometimes I'd be right in front of you, and you know you'd be talking to people and stuff like that. I said I'd never seen you not once. And she got mad. I was like, I'm so sorry. You were a sophomore or something. I'd never seen you once. I said,
you could have been talking to me.
You could have been talking. She said, yeah, I would say hi to you. I was like, if you said hi, I didn't say nothing to you. And then she sat there. She said, you never said hi back. And I was like, yeah. That was the time I was on. I didn't care. Remember the one girl who was walking through the hall, or I was walking by myself, and y'all niggas was with me. Or y'all was ahead of me or behind me. Uh-huh. Remember the girl that grabbed my pants and said that wild shit to me?
Yeah.
That was another one. I was so scared because I'm like, yes, I'm 17, but I'm going to be 18 in a couple months. Get the fuck off me.
You know what? If there's any good reason to be scared of something, it's that reason right there.
Yeah, no, the girl, it was like a white girl, or she could have been Spanish. I don't
whatever
know.
She was.
She grabbed me right here, bro, and said some crazy shit to me.
Inside of your
yeah, I'm like, little, get the fuck off. Get the fuck off me.
Stranger, damn.
Yeah, and I knew she was younger. I knew she was either a sophomore or a freshman. And I was just like, please get off me. Please stop touching me. But I say that to say, before I even turned 18, that clicked in my head.
No, it's super easy.
When I hear shit like this from old ass 30, 40, 50-year-old motherfuckers, it just really
you was moving suspicious.
Yeah, it really pisses me off. And it's like
your tastes do change with age. You don't have to worry about differentiating. What you have to be dangerous of is girls who are younger developing in a way to where they
and
look
then coming at
more,
you and not
looking more adult than they actually are. You never have to worry
and
about
not saying that they're
as
right.
long as
That's
you're not nasty and being like, I need me a younger girl. Like as long as you're not like that, then you're pretty much in.
And even on mature, like no, I'm not trying to act like I'm super mature. I'm stupid too. Don't get me wrong. I do dumb shit all the time.
Well, I'm super mature.
Yeah, but Rick is no, he is. Rick is way more mature than I am.
I don't play no god.
Even just like an 18-year-old. I'll never play. Ever. I'll never play. I'm a man. What are you talking about? Nah, but even at I'm about to be 24. Rick just turned 23, but I mean he'll be 24 in the same year that I'll be 24.
Yeah.
But I will be 24 in a couple months. The thought of entertaining an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old.
You're at so many different places.
Yeah, it just sounds. We're not saying I'm opposed to it because they are adults.
Yeah, it's just like
but
it's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't see myself.
You're not seeking that out.
Exactly. I don't see myself dating an 18, 19, 20-year-old. 21,
20, I could.
20, maybe you get by, but 18, 19, I just don't see it because you're in a whole different place than I am mentally.
Yeah, I feel like on average. The dating scene is obviously once you're
18, it's
once
fine.
You're 25,
right.
Once you're 25, usually the dating scene is either 5 years younger or 5 years older.
Right.
Should but be. If you're anywhere younger than 25, I mean that's your rule of thumb. You're playing a very dangerous fucking game.
Well, in New York State, 17 is the legal age. I don't believe in that. It's 18.
I don't even.
No matter where you go, it's 18. I mean sexually. I mean sexually.
I don't trust nothing. If your ID has it straight up and down, that's a full game.
Not to keep.
But your shit got to be sideways, big dog. Because if it's straight up and down, that's the under 21.
Yeah.
If your shit is up and down, that's
not to keep bringing up exes
up and down.
Like
they'll come around.
But she's like 2 years younger than me. That's fine. Shit like that is fine. Like I don't that. Yeah. But like that 2000 on your shit bothers me.
Yeah,
and that's on her shit, but that bothers me. Makes me
I gotta be 27 before 2000 on your shit don't bother me because that would put them within the 20.
And they all would be right, yeah. Because
as long as you're shooting for early, I'm
not
having this conversation for you if you're trying to go with someone that was born after 2005 and once you're older. Because then you're playing a crazy game at that point.
Because what would be 2005 now?
2005 now, 15. They would have been 10, and 2015 they would have been.
2005 is a kid, ain't it?
No, 2005 to
2005 and 15 they would be 10 years old.
Yeah, and then so 25
they would be 20.
So yeah.
And it's 22 now, so they still young. So,
yeah, they're like 15, 16.
Yeah, so I'm
saying that's not even if we're having this conversation and you're in your early 20s as of right now, and I'm talking about if you're in your late 20s, like if we're like going on 30 and you're messing with anybody that has
you mean
2000
in the future? Right?
Yeah, and you're messing with anybody that's born later than 2005. This isn't for you.
When we're 30 something, right?
Log off.
Yeah.
Log off and find help. This is coming from Santa himself.
Santa
Log
Rick.
off.
Santa Rick. Yep.
I'm at his state up.
Santa Rick. No, but it's and then to hear it from our school again, 5 years later,
they don't learn. It's the same.
And then it's not just one nigga now; it's multiple motherfuckers.
It's the same goddamn lessons. They never learn.
And it's just like wow, like that's crazy.
It's like how to be a nasty nigga 101.
And I'm slightly disappointed in the teachers that's there.
Yeah,
that we kind of look up to because y'all still there, and we look up to some of these people. I'm not gonna say anybody's names, but some of these people are still there, and you guys don't do anything about it. Like, I mean, you can't. I mean, I guess you can't go out and jump nobody because like you'll lose your job. But
I wouldn't be opposed.
And then again, how you gonna get fired for jumping a pedophile? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, you can, but you shouldn't. But we gonna get off of that. We spent a lot of time on that. Our school, our alma mater is down bad at the moment. Like I said, me and Rick might buy it and flip it around. What happened?
You're gonna have to put this in the video if you watch this.
Okay.
The niggas is making fajitas in jail.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, that's fire. Chef's kiss.
They're burning paper, toilet paper rolls to heat up the bed to turn it into a grill.
Crafty. Gel niggas is so crafty.
They have ice in the bucket
Gel
drinks.
Gel niggas is so crafty. Why don't they apply that to when they get out? I don't understand. I never understood that.
It's called selling work.
I mean,
that's the craftiest of the craft.
Something productive that won't get them back in prison doing that shit.
You can put it in there.
I'll put it in there. So what else we got over here? What you want to get into, Rick? I'll let you pick.
Well, we're almost done up here.
Yeah, we pretty much done.
Let's see. Why are you done shooting your shot?
Oh, I've been getting dumped crazy lately. Bro.
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
By like people I know or just people in general?
No,
just people.
Maybe not. Yeah, just people in general.
Go to college, man.
Yeah, that's probably my best bet, I guess. I'm not a person that shoots my shot a lot. Like everybody that I've been in an actual relationship with, basically they shot at me, and I just took it from there. And then anybody that I've had relations with was usually just people I already knew. We vibed, and then stuff happens. You see what I mean? So I'm not one to shoot my shot. I rarely do it. Unless it's a joke, as we talked about before. Unless it's like some funny shit, I'll do that. But other than that, I usually don't do that. Lately, I was like, you know what? Let me shoot your shot. Yeah, let me just try to just shoot my shot. I'm a grown ass man.
For funsies.
Yeah, just for funsies. Let's see what happens. And I did it. Let's say 3-4 times. Let's just say 3-4 times. It's a terrible feeling. It's fucking terrible.
Is that what it should be?
Yeah, it's not. It's very bad. Like the aftermath of being rejected feels very like nasty, and I don't like it.
I thought it'd be like different. I thought it'd be like, it is what it is type of scenario.
It is okay. The first one, yeah. Second one, okay. 3, 4, 5. Once you start going out, it's like my self-esteem.
Are you using like dating apps or anything, or?
I don't use it. Yeah. That's not.
I feel like Tinder give us some great content if you got on Tinder.
Jeez.
Obviously,
for content, I'll do it.
If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
I've said that a lot this episode. For content, I'll do it, I guess. But it's just like, I don't. I shoot. I've started trying to, and it just doesn't feel great. The rejection doesn't feel great. And it's not good for my self-esteem. I said I was done. I'm not done per se, but I'm definitely gonna tone it down a bit because it's just, oh god, it's just not. It don't feel
no good looks.
Yeah, no.
Like they're not saying anything crazy, are they?
No,
that's good.
Did I tell you a story about this? Happened this was maybe a year or two ago, maybe a year ago. It was a girl that I talked to on a regular, but we had conversations on a regular. And I would say good morning. We would talk about her day, my day, whatever, just conversate. She one time, this was really bad. This really was a stab in the chest. This was like Green Goblin getting impaled by the damn by
the glider.
Yeah, by the glider in the old Spider-Man. One day she was like, "Hey Steve, do you have a crush on me?"
That's not a good start.
And I said, well, yeah, I like you, but I mean, we friends and stuff like that, so I'm not like on it like that, you know. But I do.
He was a normal human.
Yeah, like I do have somewhat of a crush on you, but I'm not on it in that way. And she said, okay. She said, well, I'm flattered. That's okay, but I'm not really looking for anything like that.
She got you out the way early,
before
you could make it.
And don't get me wrong, I respected it.
Yeah,
because she was honest, straight up. She ain't disrespect me or nothing like that.
It was someone you was close with, or like. Yeah,
we cool. Yeah, we cool. We friends or whatever, but it's not like we close friends. Yeah. And we still cool to this day because I respected that she did the way she did it. She didn't front on me. She didn't like just stop talking to me or nothing like that. She just let me know, and that was cool.
She was up front,
and that's fine. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I don't like when people front and beat around the bush. That's what bothers me. What bothered me. what bothered me about it was like, damn, I didn't even shoot, bro.
Yeah, you weren't bothered by it by her. You were bothered by it more. About
it was more of a self-esteem. It was
yeah.
like, damn, I didn't even shoot. She just packed me up quick, like tween spin. Like, she hit me with the Kyrie Irving, bro. Tween, a spin into the leg.
She did put you in the ground early.
And that was like a year ago.
Yeah, what can you even do about that? You can't even do
It's nothing you can just.
It just is.
Hey, I hope you have a nice day. I'm sorry. That's it.
Not a nice day.
Hope you have a good day. That's it. And that was like a year ago, and that was something where I didn't even shoot, and that one just affects me bad because like
I can imagine that hurting.
And then now I've been somewhat pulling, and it's just not looking good.
Not landing.
Granted, I understand. I'm short. I'm a chubby guy. That's not always. I do think I'm very handsome.
I'm short.
I think I'm very handsome, but I'm funny as fuck. I'm one of the funniest niggas in the world. But I am short. I am a chubby guy, so that's not usually no. And I understand being short and a little overweight isn't always the thing that women are looking for. I definitely understand that. But it still hurts a little bit. Still definitely does not feel good.
I can imagine.
Definitely does not feel good, but I'll keep trying. You know, you can't start like Angel. Our boy Angel told me you can't just. You gotta keep pulling. You gotta keep pulling. Something
gotta land.
Yeah,
right?
something will knock down eventually. We'll talk about something else because I'm getting sad.
You wanna close it out on a funny note? Or
yeah, funny note.
You wanna talk about love yourself?
That's a crazy segue. I guess that makes sense. You want to talk about? What about throat goat?
Whatever you want to do, man. This is the last one we're doing. So if you
one?
feel like you'll get the last 3 minutes of jokes out on throat goat, feel free. That was
okay. Sure, we'll go throat goat. Why not? So Rick and I are a little late on this one, but what was it, like 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, a book was released by an old politician or
like this?
or artist or who I don't know who the guy was. I don't know who he was.
Like this?
But just let it happen. Chill. Let it happen. And in this man's book, he had at least a page worth of content talking about Nancy Reagan, Ronald Reagan's wife, being
shout out Nance,
a throat goat back in the day in Las Vegas around the MGM Grand. Rick, how you feeling about that?
I'll say it like this, and I'll put my phone down just so I can tell you all how I feel about this from the bottom of my heart, right?
The original throat
ain't God good. And this is a take that I've had a while now, right? Since I found out about such elect information. What if the war on drugs was just Reagan basically fighting his wife's infidelity by thinking like, well, she's only doing this when she's on the weed, cause what if she wasn't like,
on the booger sugar?
Yeah. Like what if he was thinking, because she was giving him the impression that she was only topping off dudes when she was under the influence. And so Ronald Reagan, when he finally became president, was like, what's the one way I could get my wife to stop cheating on me?
Oh my God.
Get rid of drugs. Get them all out of here. All the drugs that my wife took.
And it's a picture, and if I can find it, I swear to God, I'm going to put it on the screen. It's a picture of Frank Sinatra when they were older, hugging her and like laughing, and Reagan is like tapping him on the shoulder. And I was like, Sinatra definitely got mopped by her in the 20s, bro. He definitely got mopped by her. The way he was looking,
the way he was
looking back. And if I could find it, I will put it up here. Bro was laughing and hugging her, and she was laughing too. And this was like when Reagan was president, and they was at like this gala, and Reagan's like touching his shoulder. He didn't look happy.
He didn't look one bit.
And I was like, Sinatra definitely got mopped by Shorty at some point.
That's a shame.
He said, "That's throat goat Nancy." He said, "Girl, how you doing?" Oh my God. Nancy Reagan, the original throat goat. The memes were amazing.
That's crazy.
The memes were great.
You're wild.
I'm just speaking on what I saw. Rick's theory. To speak on your theory a little bit, you might be right. We thought it was black people, but it just might be.
Yeah, it might have just been
the war. It just affected black people a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe Reagan wasn't racist. He just was,
he was racist,
a score. Well, his motivations
might have not been from a. Well, unless
that motivation.
Unless she was mopping up niggas too, Negroes at the time.
The Temptations toured a lot, niggas. The
Negroids. The National Negro Baseball League.
She mopped the league. Rick, stop.
The National Negro Baseball League.
She mopped the whole league. Oh my god. Oh, the nigga Will Chamberlain. You know he got hoes. He said who? He said who the throat goat around here? Oh my god, man. Oh, that's so fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god. And you know what pisses me off too? What? People who lived like they teenage and like 20s during that time are so prude now, and they talk about our generation so much. And y'all got throat goats and shit.
Yeah, they didn't have a good precedent.
Like, you so prude, but they was doing drugs and fucking and do all that shit just in nicer clothes.
Yeah, it's
like, that's all it was. Like, and shout out to whoever wrote the book. He's a demon.
Whoever wrote Nancy Reagan was really
whoever wrote that is a fucking demon, bro. He's a problem. Because he was sitting in his home writing about his life. He said, I gotta bring this bitch up. Because she was amazing.
You're moving crazy. You're moving insane.
Okay, guys.
Really crazy.
This has been the R&P Holiday Special. Our last episode of 2021. Nancy Reagan is a throat goat, and I'm gonna let Rick close this out.
All right, everybody, this has been the R&B 2021 recap.
Yep.
We really hope you enjoyed both parts of the episode.
Oh my god!
We hope if you really did, you can comment down below what was some of your favorite parts. What was your favorite R&B episode this year?
2021 moment
has been a crazy year.
Stuff, yeah.
2021 has been a crazy year, but 2022 is only going to get crazier. But in this sense, for the better. We can't control COVID, but we can control what we do with it. So we're just going to try to churn out as much content as possible. Hopefully you guys like what we're dishing out, and hopefully leave some comments down below.
And we're going to try to keip getting better.
So you can catch this episode on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iTunes. That's it.
Everywhere. No, just those places. And we love you guys.
We do.
And we will see you next year.
We will.
Peace.
Bye.